We good.
Good.
I don't know who this is.
That's a vibe.
You go grab
No,
it.
no, yeah, I got some.
Don't say I'll go get another one.
Yeah, I got you. I got this one.
All right. Shalom. The Gms Camp back out here once again to do what we've been called to do. And that's prophesy. Before we get started, like always, we want to give all praises and glory.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Give honor to our teachers, the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right.
This is the book of Revelation 20:1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil, and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Yeah, when you read the scriptures, it always likens Esau to a dragon, serpent, Satan. Why? Because that's not talking about what Christianity will have you believe, that it's talking about a spiritual entity, meaning one of the angels that they say he fell. They said he was in heaven playing the piano one day. And he hit a bad note. He hit a bad key. And he said, you know what, fuck this piano. I'm going to go and recruit some other angels and let's rebel against the Most High. That's what Christianity and Catholicism teaches. That once he rebelled against the Most High, he was cast into this fiery place in a spiritual realm that burns forever. But that's not what the scripture is talking about, all right? The scriptures clearly tell us that the orderly arrangement of the angels are in perfection. They don't go off. Why don't they go off? Because they don't abide in the flesh, all right? This flesh is what causes you to go off, all right? The angels, the spirits, they don't go off. They don't sin, all right? Because they're not embedded in the flesh, right? They're not in the chains of darkness. So Satan, whether he a left-hand side angel or right-hand side angel, whether it be a right-hand side angel or left-hand side angel, they don't rebel because they're in perfection. They do their role to perfection. Brother Whole Job with Satan and the sons of the God, with the, you know, because when he cast Satan, it's talking about Esau, right? When he shut Esau up for a period of time. So read that verse again, brother.
Well, I'll start at the top. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent.
That old serpent. Dragon, that old serpent. So that must be the serpent that is talking about in the garden.
That's right.
That deceived Eve. Right?
Yeah.
So, and we know that the serpent wasn't an actual slithering snake.
Right.
We know that the serpent, and the brother can hold that in Genesis, the curse of the serpent. How he was going to slither upon his belly. Right? We know it had to be talking about a man because snakes don't talk. This is not a Disney movie. Snakes don't get you to go off. Right? Snakes are in their natural order within nature. So this is talking about the characteristics of a man. Okay? Go ahead. Did the brother get that, Joey? Get that real quick.
You got it.
Get his Ariella.
This is Job chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them to present himself there before the Lord.
That's the point. Get Isaiah 27 verse 1. That's the point. The sons of God came to present themselves to the Most High. And Satan was called the son of God, a son of the Most High. But pursuant to Christianity, Satan was already fallen by then. Because they say that the Nephilim during the time of Noah, right?
Yeah.
The fall of man, they say that the Nephilim are the fallen angels. Right? So Satan would have had to fall and the angels would have had to fall by then. So why is Job talking about Satan going to meet with the rest of the sons of God, the rest of the angels? Right? Because he's in his orderly heavenly arrangement of being the head left-hand side angel. That's all it is. Right? Get the
Isaiah 27.
Yeah, get Isaiah 27 real quick.
God. This is Isaiah 27 and 1, and it says, in that day the Lord, and it says Isaiah 27 and 1, in that day the Lord with his sword, and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent.
The crooked serpent. Now, is that talking about Leviathan, the creature in the sea? No. It's talking about that dragon. He's likened as a dragon. Why would the Lord punish one of his favorite creations? He boasts about Leviathan in the scriptures. In the scriptures, he says, "Who can pierce his scales? Who can put a hook in Leviathan's mouth?" Right? He loves Leviathan. He's not, and Leviathan is not crooked. Leviathan is waiting to do what he's been created to do. Leviathan is in his perfect arrangement within nature. But the crooked serpent, the crooked Leviathan is Esau, the so-called white man. He's that dragon. He's that old serpent, right? Brother, get that Genesis.
God, this is Genesis 3, and we'll get to the point 14. It says, "And Yahweh power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and the dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed."
Seed. That's the key word, seed. Right? Who carries seed? Right? Now, man and woman have something called semen, but men within their semen have what? Sperm. Which goes back to sperm, which goes back to seed. We're able to penetrate a woman and lay seed in her.
That's right.
So the serpent also has seed.
That's right.
So he's going to put enmity between the serpent seed and the woman's seed. Right? Now the righteous seed came through that woman. And what is that righteous seed? Adam.
Yep.
We know Abel, but Abel was slew by Cain, so it went to Seth.
That's right.
So forth and so on down to Enoch, Noah, right? Shem, right? All the way down to Jacob.
That's right. That's right.
Right? The righteous forefathers. So when he says I'm gonna put enmity between the serpent seed and the woman's seed, that's talking about when you fast forward in the future, you get Jacob and Esau.
That's right. That's right.
From Isaac. Because the scriptures tell us what? They were wrestling in the womb.
That's right.
That's enmity. They're enemies.
Yep.
Right? Now the scripture right there said that he was gonna read it again, brother.
Come. Genesis 3 and 15 again, and it says, "And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel."
It shall bruise thy head, and thou shall bruise its heel.
That's right.
And the brother, give me that in the book in the book of Edges.
Come.
Yep.
So I got this 69.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give me that real quick.
I got you.
Because who was on the hill of Esau? The woman's seed.
Yeah.
That bared from Isaac.
I got it.
Isaac bared Jacob. Whoever got it.
Come. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 9, and it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The hand of man is betwixt the hill and the hand. Other questions Ezra asked thou not."
The hand is betwixt the hills, right? Why? Because Jacob had Esau's heel like this.
That's it.
Esau is the beginning that followeth, right? So that's how you determine who the serpent is, who the dragon is, and it's not a coincidence that he's red, like a dragon is described, the red dragon, the great red dragon,
That's it.
right? A fire-breathing dragon, right? So let's go back. We already touched on the other precepts.
Yep.
You just read it. So let's go back to Revelation.
Revelation 20 and 3. "And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him."
What is that bottomless pit? It's Europe, right? But it goes to them being destroyed, all right, destructive state. That's why the scripture said he shut them up. He shut them up over there in Europe, right? Yeah, during the time where they were called the Dark Ages, right? They say it was a time with no knowledge, no enlightenment. Well, for them it was, but not for our people, because we were the ones ruling Europe and creating inventions, all right, and putting wisdom in the earth. Now we were going off because our people were ruling as the Moors, which the Moors, they were a community of Islamic people, right? They believed upon Islam, so they were going off, which is why their ass got brought down. But during that time, Esau was shut up. He was living in caves, mountains, woods, and wildernesses, right? He was speaking that wooga 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 shit. They show you that in the Flintstones.
They show you that in scripture. I think it's in Job. I think it's what 39. I
Yeah,
think.
get it.
39.
If I may, real quick, you know, the elders and apostles went into where the devil is all the time, and that's a deceiver. So now that he has rulership, what did he do? As soon as the Dark Ages was over and the Renaissance came, he painted over our likeness, so there will be no history of us being on top. And like the brother said, now when you think of the Dark Ages, like he tell it had nothing to do with us being on top. It just had to do with them being at a somber state. They didn't bring out the truth. It's deception. That's why we call them the deceivers. You know?
Oh, is that real? The Eminent son? No, the Renaissance. Well, yeah, so when you go into the Renaissance, it's the rebirth. It's the rebirth of what? The Roman Empire, which is what we're touching on in Revelation chapter 20, but you see what they did during the time of the Renaissance. They had those famous painters such as Da Vinci, right? Michelangelo, right? And they were practicing an art called iconoclasm, where they would go and see the dark images of Jake up there in Europe, and they would decide to paint them as themselves. Can a brother give me that? They opened the book and the Lord sought to paint their images, right? They sought to paint their images, man. And they even went as far as painting themselves as the Lord.
Yeah.
Now, where in the scriptures that the Lord has leprosy? Because the lack of pigmentation is leprosy. And we can prove that within the law. The scriptures say if you have a yellow thin hair, this is leprosy of the scalp. If you have a white blemish, if it's just spotted on you, you're an unclean leper. But if you're totally pale, you're a clean leper. Now you look at it, there's this model, Winnie the Pooh. But she's an unclean leper. When you Google her, she's spotted. She's Jake. I believe I think she's either from Benjamin or Levi. She's definitely West Indian. Yeah, she's from one of those tribes.
Caribbean, as she said.
Yeah, but she's spotted. She's an unclean leper. You was about to say something
Going back into what you're saying, that they covered up, but what's going on is now, just how we know we're at the end days, is being revealed. Look at your boy Putin.
Yeah.
Every time he brings something, did we put it in the chat?
Video of him
opening up it's like a chest, whatever, and it's Yahweh Shai, a colored man, you know, with dark pigment, you know.
Yeah.
It's coming out right now.
Yeah, because they have something in Russia called what? The Russian icons, right?
That book
So Jake was ruling over there too. So when you go into a lot of those churches, it's nothing but Jake images still up. Even the Pope still bows down to the what you call the Black Mary, right? Which that's off any damn way, because you're not supposed to be bowing down to Mary, right? Book of Luke teaches us what the Lord said when the man said, "Oh, blessed is the womb that you came out of." He said, "No, glory be to the Most High Father. Blessed is the man that believe upon Yahweh B'Shem Shai." Right? Because people are deemed the woman great because she bare the man's seed. But all she did was bear the man's seed. I was listening to this big mustache, potato face looking potato head face nigga Steve Harvey. And
on Shannon shit.
He was on Shannon show. And he said, what else does a woman have to come to the table with? She can make another you. Nigga, what type of logic is that? So if I put a baby in a crackhead that's on the street, she made another me, so that's all she needed to do was just do that. What logic does that mean? Yeah, of course you got the simple women that eating it up.
Yeah, that's right. You men, that's all we need to do. Just bear you a child. We got to do nothing for you.
But the book of Titus tells us that y'all supposed to be. Matter of fact, give me that real quick. What is it? Titus the second chapter?
Yeah, Titus.
Real quick. You know, then we'll get back to ES. Because the Esau system is rapidly declining, man. You got these nations joining the BRICS. I think it's like 24 nations now signing on. So Esau's hegemony system of the petrodollar is crazy.
I got it.
Right? It's gonna be a hot summer, very hot summer, because they're starting to Fed now out. Now the Fed now out when it's launched, it's not gonna affect us directly. That's for the banks to sign on. start signing on before it comes to the consumers. All right. So you can expect after this summer, the fall is going to be, who knows what's going to happen. You know, because once they get these banks online with the new banking system, then it's the time to attack the common people. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Brother got that.
Yeah, got it right here.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, this is Titus chapter 2, verse 3, straight to the point. And it says the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as become of holiness, not false accusers, not giving much wine, teachers of good things. You know, and false accusers, what they do, what's the biggest woman do is lie, man. You know, they lie on their husbands, you know. They lie on everything, man, you know. You know, that's, you know what I mean, that's, and of course, where did they learn that from? They learned that from Daddy E, man. You know, because what? They have the liberty to do so, you know, and get away with it, man. You know, when it comes to law, so to speak, man. Like I said, the law is in their favor. You know what I mean? A prime example is look at the court system, man. You know, child support, co-parenting, you know. You know, if a mother, like I said, she could be a crackhead and the father could be, you know what I mean, a good father, but according to the law, the child's supposed to be given to the mother, man. Knowing that, it's common that you mean if you look at a bad mother, that look at her, man. You know what I mean? She's not in the right state of mind, man. You know, that can actually basically hurt the child, man. You know, there's a lot of good fathers out there. You know what I mean? They can't, you know what I mean, get to that child, man, because what over their mothers, man.
Yeah, the mothers have become, what's that term, sister moms. They want to be the daughter's friend instead of the daughter's mother. Yeah. They on TikTok doing the dances with them. Scripture say you're supposed to be teaching them righteous things. Mm-hmm. So you gotta come. So you're supposed to be coming to the table with that. That's one thing. Go ahead, brother.
Come. That's what I think. You mean that's what I get. It's like that's what I got a thing called fatherless. It's like a fatherless America. You know, on YouTube, it show you, man. And going back to verse 4, it says that they teach the young women to be sober, to love.
You bitches ain't sober. Every minute, y'all listen to Tory Lanez drinking Casamigos. Yeah. Every weekend, y'all drinking Casamigos, Hennessy. Me, you, and Hennessy that day was low spirit. Because you women, y'all the weaker vessel. Y'all don't know how to hold y'all liquor. My little sister just came from Miami. I heard her story. She was in public, throwing up on the boardwalk. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do.
Yeah.
They ass ain't supposed to be out doing that shit. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
That's not how you supposed to behave. So when Steve Harvey set his ugly ass up, if it's one black nigga I hate, it's Steve Harvey. Out of all the niggas, it's Steve Harvey. Because every time he open his mouth, he boosting up these women and bringing down true manhood. Yeah. Nigga, how about your slut of a daughter, man?
Yeah. What his book was called, Think Like a Man.
I like
right. What about your slut of a daughter? She got a new man every goddamn minute. Yeah. You clearly ain't raised her by the scriptures, and you supposed to be a God-fearing man. Every time you on the radio, you talking about God. Mm-hmm. Your God is Satan.
She jumped from Puffy to Puffy, son. You know, then that's with two friends and all that. Like, you know, got the nerve. And Steve Harvey got the nerve to be yelling at men. Talking about, man, get their shit together. Because basically what he's saying is that old saying what women say. What do you bring to the table? I am the table. You know what I mean? That bullshit. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah. His God is his woman, his wife. Yeah. We know who runs that house.
You know that's his third wife. He had 2 failed marriages, so-called failed marriages. And you telling women the game. You know what I mean? The so-called game. You know what I mean?
The hypocrisy.
You celebrities are not the leaders of our people.
That's right.
We are. We've been ordained with that authority through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. As long as the true spirit is upon us and we have the oil, we are the leaders of the people. Not LeBron James, not Jay-Z, not Oprah Winfrey. Now none of these niggas Esau propped up in Hollywood as your celebrities to follow. You don't follow fucking celebrities, man. What righteous moral code do they have? You know what it takes to get to that level in a wicked kingdom? Do you know what you have to do to get millions in a wicked kingdom? This ain't a righteous kingdom we under. You want millions of dollars, you gotta backstab, you gotta murder, you gotta do all type of sexual abominable acts.
That's right.
Because we're under Satan's rulership. So all these people that you prop up, your favorite rapper, your favorite athletes, you don't get to that level without doing some form of wickedness and corruption, man.
If I may add on, if you following a celebrity, you might as well follow the Black Panther then. The actual story of the Black Panther or Superman or Batman. Because it's all scripted, it's not real. That celebrity that you look up to, like you say LeBron or Michael Jordan or whatever, you know, that's not really who they are. That's who he has appointed to be the blind of our people's leaders. You know, they're not really like that. Like we always bring in black culture with hip hop. These rappers.
Yeah.
For the longest, how many people that was a little older than us thought NWA was really gangsters? Like they was real in the hood, putting work in. Ice Cube not even from Compton. Ice Cube grew up with both parents in a nice household. The only one that did a little dirt was Eazy-E. You know what I mean? And that's unfortunately, you know, that's what we're under right now, you know? And that's what he does. It's all an act, it's a script, you know?
Go ahead, bro.
Going back.
You don't listen to celebrities for advice on life because they're not. You have to be instilled with the moral code of Yahweh Shemel Shah. You have to embody the fruits of the spirit, the righteous fruits of the spirit, the characteristics of the fruit of the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah. You can't lead people if you don't have that.
I'm gonna make one more thing real quick. The shit that tripped me out is that would you take $20,000 or a dinner with Jay-Z? You know what I mean?
I remember.
And some people be like, nah, I'm gonna take dinner with Jay-Z because he gonna put me. He done had no say so of him being where he is. I stand corrected. He had to do a couple things, some strange things for a piece of change. You know what I mean? To get to that position.
And he not gonna tell you niggas nothing anyways if y'all ever dealing with him. Now he'll tell a nigga like Meek Mill the code. Yeah, you gotta meet with them Jews. Yeah. What do you think Meek Mill got all that shit from meeting with Amalek being a damn faggot? Meek Mill get more effeminate every time you see him. That's because he been with the Rock Nation, nigga. Tory Lanez came against Rock Nation and Jay-Z them, and look at what they did to him.
You know? Your ass out of here, nigga.
So that show you how demonic of an entity that is right there. What's going on with that? You know?
Yeah.
To this day, fucking Chris Brown, he was supposed to be the biggest. It wasn't supposed to be no star bigger than him at one point. Then Drake come out of nowhere. But how was Drake able to take that spot? Well, he fucked with Rihanna, Jay-Z's artist. And they made sure he didn't blow up farther than just being an urban R&B star. This nigga was gonna be the next biggest pop sensation, man. I remember listening to that nigga in middle school, high school. That nigga was about to blow up. He had all them pop hits and shit. And as soon as that shit happened, he can't perform at the Grammys. He can't perform at this place. He can't perform at that place. We're not gonna play his record here.
He has some slaps, so I go
Okay. But yeah, I just want to add on. You know, man, like I was saying, I was saying, like, I mean, you have to be in this society. You have to be popular, man. You know, what I mean, you have to get tons of followers. You know, social media. You know, what I mean, you got to do. You know, what I mean, you got to do that extra. You know, what I mean, for you to get some attention, man. You know, what I mean, for you to even get recognized, man. For example, you know how we blew up one time in Carey Street, man. You know what happened? You know what? We had to get argument. We had to get commotion. We had to get threatened, you know, for everybody to even pay attention, man. For us, even, you know what I mean, to even, you know what I mean, to able, you know what I mean, to be seen amongst the whole people, man. To actually pay attention, to stop and look, man. You know, but what? It was all for Fruity Lucas' sake, man, not for righteousness, man. You know, these people out here, they see what we're doing, man. You know, they know that we stand for righteousness, man. You know, against the society, but of course, you know that. But what? They don't stand against us, man. For what? For what? Well, for basically what we stand for, man. You know, that's what scripture says. What? Have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? You know, these people, you know what I mean? They want to live in lies, man. You know what I mean? I mean, these people, you know, some of these people, you know what I mean? They're actually scared, man. You know, some of these people are submissive, man. You know, they have no heart, they have no balls to go against their own government, man. You know, that's what the government, you know what I mean, can do basically anything they want to these celebrities. Like, for example, like you said, now the Fed now, you know. Where are these American people fighting against that, man? You know, once this thing established, man, it's going to tax a lot of people, man. Like I said, it's going to hurt a lot of people. You seen, like I said, again, you seen what happened, like I said, it's like you should make it straight to the point. You seen what happened during that Ohio again, but what happened? Another disaster. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know? And like I said, once you read the people in the comments, said, this ain't no coincidence, man. You know, this is actually, you know what I mean? A war against the people. But what are you people doing something about it, man? You know, nothing, man.
You talking about that shooting that just happened?
No. It's actually like another incident that happened. Same thing with Ohio. Basically messed up the waters again.
Oh.
Yeah. But that was pretty much it though. But going back to Titus 2 and 5, it says to be discreet, chastity, keepers at home, good, obedient to
chase. The word there is chase, right? Chase means you're pure, right? Meaning you're not around slutting around, right? If you're not a virgin, you got one man, your husband. Not oh hot girl summer, not oh freak nick. It shouldn't even been a thing for freak nick. That shouldn't even have been a thing. But because our people are so fucking disorderly, you will see a whole event of all women ass out down the street.
They hardy.
And men grabbing their coochie, grabbing their all up in their butt, grabbing. Man, that's just fucking disgusting. You got
Basically,
random
orgy.
dudes just all up on you.
Yeah.
You don't know who these niggas are. But that's black culture. That's nigga culture. That's what happens when you Steve Harvey, when they don't bring what they supposed to bring to the table as women. That's what happens when they're not taught the characteristics of what a true, holy, righteous woman is under the ways that Yahweh Shem Shah. Right? And that's why society looks at us crazy, because everything that the world teaches is contrary to what the Lord is about. And that at some point they're going to just say, forget the Bible. We don't want to hear it at all. Because that's where the world is going. They're steering far and far away from what the word actually says, especially Christianity. I was watching a clip from Hassan of the Safari, and he brought up Malachi with the Lord, the Edomite Christian dude. He said, the Lord loves Esau. He said, Malachi, bro, Malachi, I love Jacob and hate Esau. He said, wait, hold on, it ain't talking about, like, what the fuck are you talking about? So we see that they're steering far and far away from it. It ain't about what the word says about how they feel.
Yeah.
And what makes them feel good and makes them want to sleep at night. That's why these people is gonna come to a point they're gonna want to put us to death. They're gonna literally want to kill us, man. You know, it's gonna be hunting season on us at one point before we get to hunting them. Right? That's why the scriptures tell us we're gonna have to. It's gonna be a famine of the word. And you're gonna see us out here in the street. You know. And some brothers, they're going to get hands on some brothers, because the book of Revelation teaches us that they should carry some of us into prisons. You know, some brothers are going to have to taste death, because this world is that wicked. It's that contrary to the ways of Yahweh Bashar Shah. As long as you can drive a nice car, get some money, you know, look appealing. That's all these people care about is the flesh. But the flesh profiteth nothing. You can't take it to the Lord and say, here, this is what I built. I won 5 championships and 5 Super Bowls. Lord, I give a fuck about a fucking Super Bowl, bro. The hell they got to do with your spiritual wealth? Right? Jake got to understand, you were brought here to America to get your act together, but you became the entertainment, and you made entertainment of what life is. Entertainment is life. Right? When people know not to respect, back in the ancient time, people knew, hey, look, this guy's an entertainer. That's all he is. You know, life is built upon, life is built upon who the man is, right? What are you building towards the will of Yahweh Shem Shah? For that's the whole duty of man. So when you do pass, and you may die in your 20s, you may die in your 30s, you don't know when your last day gonna be. What are you taking to the Lord as an offering? What is the Lord going to be able to see and deem worthy? Because he said he's going to burn up all everybody's works. All right? And see what's worthy to withstand in that day. What works do you have that the Lord is going to accept? If your works of wickedness are going to outweigh your works of righteousness, you're going to get judged accordingly. And there's many people that have died, there's people dying right now as we speak, that don't have nothing as they go back to where the spirit goes. Right? Yeah. I don't want to be one of those individuals. So we come out here and we become the enemies of the world because we stand on truth. We stand on the principles of Yahweh Shem Shah. Right? Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
Go back to Titus 2 and 3. I'm touch that. 2 and 5. It says, be discreet, chastity, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands. That word of the Most High be not blasphemed. You know, and it says obedience to your own husbands. That's not in this society, man. You know, society was teaching either you're basically better than your husband or you're 50-50.
My brother get that word obedient in the blue letter.
You know? When a woman reaches her quote unquote, I wouldn't say peak, but after her peak around her, you know, kind of her late 30s to 40s.
30, a woman peaks at 30.
Yeah.
In this society, a woman peaks at 30. Once she passed 30, bitch, your value is dramatically decreasing. If you don't have a family and a husband, your value is decreasing because by the time in this world a woman reaches 30, who knows how God knows how many women, how many men she done slept with, how much baggage she had, like Erica Badu, that song Bag Lady. How much trauma they done been through. These women been through some shit, man. I'm talking about women I done talked to, they telling me they done 14, 13, 15, all type of crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? God damn. They fucked up, man. And you get them at 30, and you think you about to get a stable mind? Man, you better run for the hills.
Well, they say my maternal clock is ticking. You know what I mean? Because, you know, one thing they say scientifically, after like late 30s, it becomes dangerous, especially for our women to try to have babies.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then, like the brother said, you know, they ran through all them. They know how many STDs they done caught, how many times they went to the chop shop. That's the abortion clinic. You know, you know, and every time a woman gets an abortion, that jacks up her inside. You know what I mean? So, like the brother said, the stock goes down drastically. You know what I mean? The stock tumbles down after 30. You know?
Not to mention the food and chemicals that you've been putting in your body on years of life. So that's affecting your fertility.
Donald sweet teas.
He said sweet teas.
I was watching a video of the chick. She was like, I'm 18. It's a video that went viral. Her getting fucked in a bathroom stall. But you got a whole bunch of other young women and men around watching this shit. And then she on camera talking, yeah, I'm young, y'all, but I gave him an ST. I ain't tell him I gave him herpes. I'm like, what the fuck? And this is Jake. But this is an 18-year-old. Her shit just got caught on camera.
And hey, man, it's so ironic and beautiful that these women actually told you all the wicked stuff they did on social media, man. You know, telling you that what? They don't got no shame. You know, they're not shamefaced or nothing, man. Like, man, they tell you straight up, man.
That happened at the plantation yesterday. They had 2 lady officers right there by the bathroom, and a little girl, she might have been like 16, she walked in the bathroom with the boy in front of the police. They didn't even care. So the police banged on the door, and she came out with her head down and walked off. You know, 16 years old, going into a public bathroom. And that's what they do.
You know, sometimes, you know, sometimes I always think, I'm like, that's somebody's daughter right there, man. You know, of course, you know, her father's not around, but I mean, just imagine if, like, you know, I mean, that was a, you know, I mean, a good, decent father, you know, what I mean, with like 2-parent households, and then, you know, you come to find out your daughter was doing all this heinous acts, man. Hey, man, that's embarrassing, man.
And then on top of that, it's so much more that comes with it. Like your brother said, STD. The young Jake, he ain't thinking, he just thinking about ass, but he don't know. He trying to knock a little young girl down in the public bathroom. What if she gets caught and what's she saying? Oh no, he raped her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so many different possibilities. Yeah. Our people don't consider them, and this generation don't consider shit. Yeah. You know, pregnant. You know, might have got the girl pregnant. You know what I mean? You know.
You got that word obedience.
This from the Greek word hapaesso, and it reads to arrange, order.
To be in order under your husband, not chaotic. Fussing them out. Hey, look, Scripture say a woman supposed to be a pillar of rest. If you go home and your woman knows how to be quiet, you have a wicked woman. She can talk, because women gonna talk. Hey, that's their talent. Just talk. Now, for a woman, I used to work for real women. They literally talk from clock in to clock out.
I know, man.
And don't get tired. But if she's like being a burden unto you, a nigga with her speech, that's a wicked woman. You know? Now if she just talk about her day and talk about things she like, that's different. That's you if you want to bear that, then bear it. That's your woman. You deal with her how you want to deal with her. But if she, you know, the nigga shit, this, that, they're telling you how to be a man. You got to put hands and feet on her. But in the right society, you can't even do that. And you to your own woman, your own property. She told you crazy, you can't even stop. Right. What type of society is that? You just gotta sit there as a man with all this testosterone and be emasculated by something that weighs 100 pounds less than you. Right. Completely weaker than you, mentally and physically. You know you can flick her with your fucking finger in her temple and her shit gonna fucking throb and she got. Right. But you gotta sit there and get cussed the fuck out. Man, get the hell out of here. Man, can you imagine, picture a lion, a full-grown lion, and the woman just,
Right.
he'll eat the bitch. He'll literally get her by the neck and drag her across the whole jungle. What's wrong with this bitch? I'm a lion, right?
God.
Certain lions, you know, the pride, the head, you know, they'll discipline the lead women, you know, especially if they mess up in the hunt, or if he ain't getting dibs on the food properly, we'll check him, you know.
Yeah, that's what you got to do with these women. You know, I mean, you got to check them, man.
Yeah. You gotta keep them on their toes.
Yep.
That's another thing, bro. Don't be always telling them every single thing. You gotta explain everything out.
Nah,
She asks you a question, give her vague answers. She let her mind wander. Fuck, you need to know exactly when I get paid, how this happens, and how that happens, and this, that, and that. Look, this know I'm gonna have it around this day.
That's it.
You don't even know how. You don't even know exactly what you know I'm gonna have.
That's,
Fuck you questioning me like that.
that's beautiful you said that, because
Now I'll tell the brokers.
Yeah, all day.
nah, this is a woman I follow on YouTube, and she's attractive. Benjamin, she might be a Benjamin. She's Caribbean, but she be basically schooling Jake on how to.
I seen her.
You know what I'm talking about? She got light eyes.
Yeah.
And she said some real shit. She said, "Don't tell your woman everything."
Yeah.
Because if your woman has you figured out, she's gonna get bored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you jump into everything she needs, she's gonna get bored and gonna look. She knows she has you.
Yeah.
She has you wrapped around her finger. So that's beautiful that you said that. That lines up with that. You know?
Which that's wicked anyway. You know, getting bored and be your man, but
Right.
you definitely understand it because at the end of the day, you being a feminine man by telling her every fucking thing.
Yeah.
You giving your all to a fucking the weaker vessel.
Let me see if it's okay with the wife.
Yeah, you dealing with her as your equal. You don't have to explain where you going. You going out. Where?
What time you coming back?
You like, hey, look, just know I'm going the fuck out. If you don't trust me, get the fuck on. If you don't believe in me, get the fuck on.
Sometimes, man, you got a lot.
If you want to be with me, get the fuck on. And sometimes, you do gotta tell a tale to these hoes. Especially if she a worldly bitch, just tell her some, just make up some shit. You ain't gotta tell her the truth. You ain't gotta tell her the complete truth. She ain't fucking.
As long as she knows.
You supplant her ass.
Yep. So
Yeah. You ain't gotta tell her every fucking thing that go on.
With Jake, you know, we supplant these women.
You dating a woman in the world. For naive brothers come in, you dating a woman in the world. You tell, yeah, I'm going out to preach hate. Fuck, brother. Did that boost your spiritual increase? Like, no, you had to tell her that shit. You know?
That's what the scripture says, roughly paraphrase, it says, you know what I mean, how shall you able to lead the church, but you can't rule the, you know what I mean, inside your own household, man. You know, if your wife telling you what to do, and you know, you somebody, you know, like a camp leader or a head, you know, you telling the church, man, you know, what does that make you?
Yeah, you trying to tell brothers to get in order. You go back home, your woman telling you to get in order. What the fuck? The Lord looking at you like a joke, a complete joke. He gonna whoop your ass. The Lord whoops our ass. He puts you through some shit now to get you back on your feet. And that's how the Lord treats us as his bride. The Lord don't tell us everything. People say we know in part, prophesy in part. We're the Lord's bride, so we don't when exactly, Lord, when you coming back? We need a date, the time. We his bride though. Literally, we're a bride waiting to be married. So, oh God. Literally, we're his bride, so we can be like, Lord, when you coming back? What time you gonna be here? Who you coming with? Matter of fact, where you been? That's what a wicked bride would be like. Where you been? All this time we was getting our ass kicked by you. You know? Yeah. The Lord told us, look, I go to prepare a place for you. Yeah. Where? No, you just be a righteous woman. Our Lord said he going to prepare a place for us. He going to come back, redeem us. We ain't got to worry about the day, the time. Just be ready.
Yep. In that second Ezra of 9, we read when Ezra was inquiring about the end. He told him the story of Jacob and Esau, and then he said, "Any other questions? Ask thou not." You know, he was telling them, "Hey, it's certain things that is meant for you to get on this side." You know. The things that pertain to salvation, you know?
Yeah, just be ready.
Yeah.
That's sufficient.
That's how the Lord treats us. So your woman, if you tell you, even they love this shit. Yeah, we gonna do that. We gonna take you out on a date. What we gonna do? Hey, let's just be ready.
Yeah.
Oh, they love that.
You
though.
gonna need this and you gonna need that. Just be ready.
But they love that. Though.
Yeah.
Most women love it. They like to get put in their place. Well, where you take me?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Just get dressed and walk out the room.
Yeah.
Just be ready.
She be like, oh, all right. She might pop a little shit, but oh
Yeah.
shit.
It's spontaneous too.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
spontaneous.
How I look? I look good. You know?
Because that's how men operate. They don't report to a woman, right? They report to men, other men. They don't report to women. I'll talk to you when I'm available, right?
Okay.
We'll discuss this when I'm ready to discuss it. Yep. Right? And I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth on no argument with no fucking woman. The hell? You're a man. Why are you arguing with a woman? The scriptures tell you the Lord has not imparted unto them wisdom. So you're not going to get a wise reaction from them. You're going to get emotions and feelings. That's all you're going to get out of that. And you doing it back with her, what does the scripture say? You argue with a fool, you make it yourself one. Now you hot, heated, you got your shirt off, belly hanging over, you drip. That's just,
You getting drunk now? You at the bar?
you got the rap music playing on the way.
Yeah. All kind of spirits hopping around.
You know
Yeah,
what
the
I'm
scriptures
saying?
say deal with them as the weaker vessel. So I care.
Yeah, kind of.
Hey, yo, but that's beautiful though. You know what I mean? And like I always say, this how we know this society is not for us, because you can't be a man in this society. You was talking about the women. You can't even about hitting your woman. You can't even chastise your children.
Yeah.
You get locked up for that. You know what I mean? And I mean, hey, my woman even said some shit. She said, when you was talking about feelings, she said, ain't no way a woman should be leading this country as far as the president. You know, because of her emotions will be in it. One day she might be cool, the next day she ready to go to war. You know what I mean? Because she mad at something that happened. My own woman said that. I looked at her and said, oh, all right, I can deal with you. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, Iran got another nuke.
That's the way. What's it here?
She had the whole earth destroyed.
Especially in panic mode, you know, like if she ain't thinking, you know, like I said, women won't build on logic, like you said, it builds on emotion.
Impulse.
Yeah, impulse. You know?
Go ahead,
This is Sirach chapter 3 and verse 21. It says, seek not out the things that are too hard for you, neither search the things that are above thy strength.
And even with these women, you know, a lot of things are too hard for them to comprehend because it's not given to them to understand. So you have to deal with them according to the law. The scripture says, deal with your woman as the weaker vessel. So you trying to give her wisdom that ain't meant for her to have.
Okay.
You ain't supposed to be giving her deep breakdowns and trying to teach her every fucking thing that you done learned.
Right.
You deal with her as a weaker vessel. That a wise man knows that. A wise man knows how to operate, right?
Okay.
You think a king got 1,000 wives, just giving a number, 1,000 wives, 500 concubines. You think he reporting to all of them? He might not even see some of them some of the time. That's how men operate, you know? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 22.
Now look, something like that with that pearl. Now you'll see that, oh, that shit cute. Who gives a fuck?
Yep.
That's a demon.
Yep.
You see the look on it.
Yep.
You see the demons and they walk with stretched forth necks.
Yeah, that's
Is
something
she
about a
gonna
woman.
help you out?
On to nine.
Is she gonna help your situation out, or is she gonna be a burden? I need my nails
Snares
done.
and traps,
Cash
man.
Right.
There's a
me.
trap.
You know what I mean?
You want something like that that's gonna be a headache and be a demon towards you? Or do you want it to look like that and then be humble to you? That's what you get in the camp. Or you want something that look a little less cute and more humble towards you. Right?
Okay.
You want something that's gonna give you a peace of mind.
Okay.
That's why the scripture said don't be swayed by every beautiful thing that you see. Beauty is a very vain thing. It comes and it goes. You can get caught in the fire and your whole face change. Right? It can't be caught up in just looks. The spirit is what matters. Go ahead, brother.
It says verse 22. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence. For it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret.
See? That's how the Lord deals with us. It's not need for us to know, okay, what planet, what does Jupiter look like? What is Jupiter's real name?
Right.
All these planets and galaxies. But it ain't needful for us to know that right now. What's needful for us to know is prepare our minds for this hell we got to go through. That's what's needful.
I wonder where the angels at right now. What planet? How it sound?
You know? letting your mind, then nigga, he let his mind go too far. Then Monday come, he put out a video. Breaking news, I got a revelation
Yeah.
of the third realm.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He woke up in the morning with this.
mathematical equations and all this shit. Bug the fuck out. Because you done went down the rabbit hole.
Kind
You're worried about your wants and not your needs.
That's it. That's it.
You'll get that knowledge in due time. The Lord has given you sufficient for you to succeed with the task that you've been given.
Oh, well, I just read something that, back to what you said about the women. Bernie Mac said something. He said, money will give you the woman that you want, but struggle will give you the woman that you need. You know what I mean? So, you know, like you see them, if you think a woman's attractive, she might not be beneficial for you. You know what I mean? Because she's only, 9 times out of 10, she's only going to want you if you bring something to the table that she wants.
Run your pockets dry.
Yeah.
You got damn near got an aneurysm from a migraine every time you talk to her. Fuck that, man. You can't build yourself in the spirit with a woman that's a hindrance. Because a woman is responsibility at the end of the day. You got to make time for it, right? So you don't want to make time for something that when you get around it, it's causing you a headache. You only bringing more hindrance to yourself. I'd rather be alone.
Yeah. That's peace.
That's peace.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing a man needs when he's focusing on his purpose is peace. You don't have peace, if you got too many distractions and hindrances, it's gonna stunt your growth. And you're gonna find yourself in the same place where you started at. Go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 23, be not curious.
A lot of the things that we put up, a lot of things that happen to us, we really do it to ourselves. You know? A lot of times, that's what the scripture say, examine yourself, man. A lot of things we do, we fuck with, whether it be with finances, not balancing our finances properly, you know, not balancing the people in our lives properly, not balancing our pride or our ego or our actions properly, and it becomes a hindrance and a problem to us. Why? Because a lot of times we're in pain because we're on punishment, right? So you want to ease the pain by fleshly comforts. So you'll just jump to the bottle or a chick or spend your money on some shit you know you don't need, right? When you should be putting that towards, you know, a rainy day. And this applies to all of us. It applies to me. Everything I'm saying, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Let that be established, you know? Because you can be a hypocrite. You come out here and speak, and you ain't heeding the words that come out of your own mouth. You got to make sure you examining yourself. Each and every brother, should say, work out your own salvation. If we're not working on ourselves daily on the characteristics that we need, the Lord is not going to accept us, brothers. We're princes, right? Princes. When our Urs brothers to look through our history, how princes were. When their father was the king and he had sons, there were certain things they were able to do and certain things they were not allowed. They couldn't even get out the door, leave the palace. They had teachers, they had tutors. This time you had to be taught about this, you had to be taught about that, finances, moral class, women class, how to deal with women, right? They couldn't just go out and have a party with friends and drink. It was restricted, it was confined. How much more us, and we're the sons of literally the creator of everything. So we got to be focused on ourselves, the rebuilding of ourselves. That's why the Lord put us in this predicament. That's why we're in this low state. Scripture say, be patient when thou art brought to a lower state. The Lord is purging his sons to be kings. A prince turns to what? A king. Brother, you're going to have your place where you rule. Brother, you're going to have your place where you rule. Brother, you're going to have your place where you're going to be a king. But before that, you have to be broken down and built back up. And you can't allow the pain to force you to be like these people in the world. Why do you think so many people are doped up on drugs? Because they allow the pain of the world to destroy them. And they searched out for comforts of the world. Why do you think people become addicted to sex and just all mannerisms of wickedness? Porn stars and all this stuff. Even the OnlyFans, all that stuff becomes an addiction. The attention, the social media, because the pain of the world, people can't handle the fact that they're under bills, oppression, stress from family, whatever they went through in their personal lives. So anything that gives them some sense of comfort becomes an addiction to them.
Mm-hmm.
But really, you're supposed to run to the Lord when you have issues. You're supposed to run to what? The true comforter that provides comfort.
Which is this word.
And it's not going to just give you comfort in the flesh. It's going to give you comfort in the spirit, which is most important. Because when your spirit is comforted, then you're able to work towards that crown. You can't work towards the crown if you're too focused on the earthly things. That's why the scripture says, what? Set not their mind on earthly matters, but on spiritual things. Roughly paraphrase. Right? You about to say something?
I was just going to say, the Akia Abad in D.C. is touching on that. He has a real good lesson out right now, exactly what you was talking about. How, you know, we need to worry about budgeting for our you know, things that we have to handle, and not because we're in pain, we go to the bottle and worry about women and buy sneakers and all that. He has a real beautiful lesson touching exactly on what you're speaking of.
Yeah, because you know, brothers are into something. We come from the world. You may have a brother that had a sneaker fad. But if you come into the truth and you know that you got, you know, responsibilities, priorities, nigga, you can't be spending your last on them J's because you see another dude got them. Then when that rainy day comes and you in a jam, damn, fuck, I should have kept that damn money. I would have been straight. And we've all been there. I know I've been there. But see, the thing is, you have to learn from that. You have to be like, yo, don't fucking do that shit no more, man.
Tell you what.
Because the Lord ain't gonna give you too many chances. The Lord will put you in even more fucked up predicament where you can't get out of it. So you need to learn from your mistakes. Just because you was able to get help from a brother or whoever, or a family member out of that situation, the Lord may put you in a situation where nobody may be able to help you. Now you're fucking stuck there. That's why you gotta learn from your mistakes. You know? You gotta examine yourself, rebuke yourself, chastise yourself, put the rod on yourself.
This is Sirach chapter 3 and verse 23. It says, be not curious in unnecessary matters.
You know that nigga just got off playing the PlayStation for 5 days straight.
The headset.
Old headset.
In the plate, in the chair.
While he drinking that energy.
You feel me?
So you don't pass out.
Think about the re-up.
You see about the re-up?
Oh, shit.
He had to get outside for some air. Like a couple of minutes. He had to get outside for a couple of minutes.
Somebody probably forcing those.
Sirach 3 and verse 23. Be not curious in unnecessary matters. For more things are shown unto thee than man understands. No? So going into that, man, we're not supposed to be worrying about the things that's not going to be able to get us on the chariot. Man. You know, we should be having that, you know, chariot mindset. How do we build ourselves and conduct ourselves as true men of the Lord, like the brother was going into? Not worried about how I'm gonna buy my woman the best ring or be the, you know, best husband or father, whatever the case may be. All that, yeah, that's cool. You know, strive to be the greatest that you can be. But if it ain't putting the Lord Yahweh Shemi first, then all that shit is vain anyway.
And like I said, you're not gonna be able to be the best man or woman on this side. You know what I mean? He won't allow you to be.
Exactly.
You know? So if you can't be the best of the best, what should you be worried about? How are you gonna be the best of the best?
Exactly.
Not on this side.
The scriptures show you how to be the best.
Right.
And we can't fully be men or in keep the law, statutes, commandments perfectly to be that perfect husband or king or a prince. Man. We're not going to be able to get that until the other side, but right now we're striving to do it to show the Lord that we're worthy enough to get to that level. Man.
That's right.
You know? And until then, we just going to have to, you know, take everything with a grain of salt and do what we can.
Rehearsing righteous acts. That's what we better do.
Yeah, a woman got to get on your program. Because you on a mission, you on a purpose. And to see the thing about women, when they get in relationships with a guy that they with, they tend to adapt his ways and they tend to gravitate towards it. So you're not supposed to trim your ways towards a woman anyway. She trims her ways for you. If a woman is interested in you, she gonna start to like the stuff you like, do things. She'll just sit there next to you while you doing what the fuck you doing. You know, I seen men that's all they do, play the video games all goddamn day. Because the woman that's her man, she's just sitting over and watching.
Yep. She don't got no interest in video games.
She ain't got no goddamn interest in that goddamn. What's the shit that everybody plays? Not that one, the other shit. GTA. It's a shooting shit.
Fortnite. Shit?
Fortnite.
Yeah.
You on Fortnite all damn night. Yeah. She just You know, got the baby rocking the baby.
Yeah.
But see, about us, brother, see, we're different. And a woman that has any type of sense, when they get with us, they tend to like us a lot because we all, well, if you dealing with them, if you dealing with them on the moral side, they tend to like us because they see something that they don't see in other women.
That's it.
But now, if she's a complete demon, of course she's not going to respect it. But if she has any type of morality to her, sense to her, and she sees how you operate, she might like, oh, I like being around this guy. You know, he provides a sense of peace and comfort to me. You know, he ain't all outrageous and chaotic. He's just a simple man. He's just. I like being around this guy. That's how you deal with these women, you know, and the Lord will work out the rest. Like I always say, when you read the scriptures about our forefathers, Moses didn't know he was going to run up on those women at the well. Meet his woman there.
Yeah.
Jacob didn't know he was going to meet Leah and Rachel. Right? It just happens. The Lord brings you your woman. He'll do the rest. You ain't got to be doing all this extra stuff. And they going to get on your program. And that's how the Lord wants his sons to be your prince. The Lord ain't going to give you no fucking Tatiana, man. The scripture say a wicked woman is the portion of what? A wicked man. If you're his son, why would he give you the big booty bitch that's a demon? Why would he do that to you if he loves you? But you in the flesh is like, fuck, I can't shit. Because you can't see the bigger picture. Right. The Lord ain't in our little weak confines that we have, man. He's the beginning and the end. He done seen you in your past incarnations. He knows everything about you. He done seen you with this family, that family, those kids, that kid. He knows what you can handle and what you can't. People say he's not unrighteous to put you through anything you can't bear. But you in this time, we don't have remembrance of the former thing, and we can't see the future, so we just think, damn, fuck. I'm horny, I'm stressed, I'm down and out.
No patience.
No patience, which is what you have to learn. Temperance and patience, which is fruits of the spirit, which is what the Lord wants you to learn. You'll get all those things and more in due time when your Father wants to give it to you. But in the meantime, work on yourself, Prince. That's what Yashala means. Don't just scream it. No, work on yourself, man. You're royalty. Literally royalty. You can't act like these motherfuckers that's out here, bro. We coming back in the covenant. Now the rest of our brothers and sisters, they gotta get over the second round. For us, we gotta work on ourselves now, man. We gotta do the necessary things now. We can't be sitting crying in a fucking corner and blaming other people. We all have fallen short of the glory of Yahweh Shemel. You can't put your faults on nobody else. It's you. And sometimes you're gonna be wrong. Sometimes things ain't gonna go your way. Sometimes you may be right. You gotta suffer the no. Like Tony Braxton said, just be a man about it. Just be a man about it. You know?
That shit was hard. That shit slapped. But if I may real quick, what you saying about the women, when they really like a man, and especially us, you know, there's a certain thing about us that most of our people don't carry, is we stand on principle. You know what I mean? Regardless of what we're doing, we know when Friday or Saturday or whatever day comes out, hey, I gotta go teach. And that'd be that. And women, if she has some type of value or moral, like you said, they see that in us. They're like, hold on, he stand for something. But like you said, the average Jake, they just go to and fro. They don't really stand on nothing. They go as the wind goes, you know what I mean? So women, that they have some type of sense on their shoulders, you know, that they're attracted to that and they want to stick to that. And sometimes you'll notice your woman start talking like you, start mannerisms like you know, even though that's off, you know, you ain't supposed to be acting like a man. But in this world, you'll start hearing that, you know, and seeing it.
And that's why a lot of these women you meet in the world, a lot of the ways, the reason they act the way they act is because the man they were with previously. They right. Smoked weed because the man they was with was smoking weed. So she was hotboxing for him.
Tatted up.
Right. She tatted up because he was in the tattoo shop with her. All these type of piercings in their nose, tongue, vagina clit, all this crazy shit. Right? She got complete demons on her. So really, she got to get on the fast. She got to fast from men completely. She got to fast from outings, going out to get them demons off of you. Like my man Kendrick Lamar said on my song, he said, I'm fasting. Right? You gotta fast from this world, man. You got to give your time to purge out the fucking inner demons. How the hell you gonna purge your demons and you constantly going out amongst people, right? And that's what we did, brothers. We took that time to fast from the world. And we constantly fast from the world. Though we're in the world, we're not of the world, right? Like the Lord said, if this was my kingdom, my servants would fight. But this ain't our Lord's kingdom. We just here. We feel like Thor when he got cast down. He was in a coffee shop, just sitting mad as fuck at the table. What the fuck, man? Look at that scene. Watch that scene. Just look how depressed he was. What am I fucking doing here? No fucking shit with these peons.
He also had the same countenance when Thanos whooped their ass. Remember in what was it, Endgame? Yeah. Because they lost. He's a god. How the fuck I lose, yo? Like, you know what I mean? Same
humble.
Yeah, kind of.
That humility brings a man down. You know, but we love it. We love that process. You know, because we know it's gonna get us to the height that we want to be at. You know, if you start high, right, and you never get brought low, when you get brought low, it's gonna hurt worse. And that's why it's gonna hurt you so fucking bad, you know? Because this nigga, he ain't taste the bottom. Which we gonna go back to that Revelation 20. But since he's come back into power, he ain't tasted the bottom. That's why I love to look at that nigga Will Levis at the draft, because you just see him just sitting there. He came in there proudful as fuck with his suit on.
Yeah, I'm finna get picked in the top 10. Yeah, I'm gonna eat a mic, nigga.
He with his mama and his dad, and then as the whole round goes by, you just see his dad looking like they got that. They look like they wanted to kill, start poking people. You know how Esau get. They want to start poking up Roger Goodell and everybody in that motherfucker. Fuck the draft. That Cain spirit, right? But see, Esau don't like that. He don't know how to handle being brought low. That's why the Edomite woman, which the elder Anak, the Bishop Elder Anak, he did a video about the Emmett Till's accuser that she finally passed away. But you go into the countless accounts of the Edomite woman.
Nigga raped me, this nigga raped me, this nigga raped me.
It was a common thing. Emmett Till's, for a lot of people don't even know, Emmett Till's father died over in Europe from the same shit.
Oh, shit.
He was in the military and the Edomite woman said he raped her. And they lynched him over there in Europe. It was just a common thing. The Edomite woman would do it for fun. Right? Show you the Mandingo movie. She wanted to fuck Mandingo.
I'm gonna tell my husband, your master, you raped me.
He said, but miss,
shut up. This is my story. You raped me.
They just demonic. They're fucking demonic. The Rosewood scene, she get beat up by the Edomite dude. And she just mad, so I'm blaming her nigga.
Yeah, because she couldn't do nothing against the Edomite dude, so she was like, oh, I'm gonna get a Jake. It was a nigga right there.
It was a nigga, I tell you, a nigga.
And that's how the whole Black Wall Street happened over there in Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right? They looked for a reason to go and tear down their communities. And what happened, they said that Jake was in the elevator with the Edomite chick. He hit her some shit. And you know what I'm saying? And then he ran out. And then they destroyed all their community. And really, they just was envious that they had nice communities.
Yeah.
So the Edomite woman, she's a big demon. And she's been taught her whole life that she's Snow White, Cinderella, Rapunzel. Yeah, I'm the pinnacle of beauty. All these magazines show her skinny, non-body having ass as the pinnacle of beauty.
Throughout the four corners of the
Throughout
globe.
the four corners of the earth.
That's why these other nations, you know, like I said, what's the main thing they do? A suntan lotion, skin whitening cream. Like I said, even to this day, you know, especially our people, especially down in Benjamin. You know what they do? They bleach their skin, man. You know, so we know the cause. You know what happens. You know when you use bleach on your skin, it hurts, man. It's burns all the cells in your skin.
You know? Show them as the pinnacle of beauty, so they haven't been taught what they really are. So they gonna feel it worse. Because an Edomite woman is prideful. Let you piss an Edomite woman on all these Katie's and Susans that you think is nice, and let them not get their way and see what they do.
Get real vindictive.
Real vindictive. And they always play victim. They always the first to call your boss or the congressman. If they don't get their way, because it goes back to when they was a child. when little Susan couldn't get the candy out the store, and she
Yeah.
act a fucking ass.
Yeah.
Throw all the candy. You see all them Edomite kids is crazy. And they grow up to be crazy adults. When they don't get their way, then somebody got to get punished. If I don't get my way, then I'm killing me a nigga.
Yep.
That's how disgusting and murderous they are in the spirit. If I don't get my way, I'm lynching somebody.
A prime example of how this kingdom, man. Hey, this kingdom be taken down. Somebody got to be actually new rulership. You know, he ready to kill himself, and everybody with him. And me for somebody else to take the next rulership. Man.
You look at them Edomites that killed that young dude. What's his name? I forgot his name. But he had to work near a sundown town. He went to the sundown town, and they murdered him in the woods. But the way they did it, body parts all over the place,
Right.
and they did it just because they didn't like him. These are the people we are dealing with, man. You can look at E all you want and say, well, yeah, I met a good Edomite. There's no such thing as a good Edomite. They have all the characteristics that the Lord hates. Pride, envy, gluttony, right? Complete wickedness. They in bestiality. They love touching on animals in an improper fashion. That's why the society is based off of sex, and porn and orgies. That's the shit they love. Having other men fuck their wives. They're into all that stuff, man. And they love it because they have no order about themselves.
Look at that.
That nigga was strict. Demon. And that's why in the kingdom, you're going to get that rod of iron every day. The scripture said we're going to break you like shivers. And we're going to beat the fuck out of you, right? Like that Looney Tunes with Bugs Bunny. He kept hitting him on the head. Rise, Sir Lord. Ding, bang. And his nut kept getting bigger. Rise. That's how we're going to do that. Yeah. And the Lord said he really going to give us a rod. We're going to literally have a rod, brothers. You know how brothers have the stab? It's going to be turned into a rod made out of precious stones and gold. And you're going to take it and you're going to wow. You know? Go ahead, brother. What we doing? Who was reading?
Yeah, that was it.
All right.
All right, go back to Titus.
Yeah, finish that Titus. We can hold that when we go back to Revelation.
God. And it says, verse 6, and it says, to be discreet, chastity, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. It says, young men, likewise to be sober-minded, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing incorruptibleness.
See, when the day comes, that's just gonna get bumped up, and we're gonna praise you. We're gonna be in the chariots, brothers. As we continue, we're gonna be praising you. How about you? Burn them faggots! Burn them! Stand. Oh y'all! Oh shit! Dwayne Wade!
And his son, don't forget about his son too.
That nigga played for the Heat for real, man.
Oh, did you hear what he just said? Not to go off subject. Did you hear what Dwayne Wade said? They had to move out of Florida
Oh, I say that. Yeah.
because their family wouldn't be accepted.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's out of here.
He been gone.
Yep.
Also, they also passed like a bill. You can't talk about small heads in Florida. We're going to get like 12 years.
What? Actually, they talking about time?
Oh,
That was it.
come on, let's go to Revelation.
Back Revelation 20. Verse 4. No, 3. And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up. And set a seal upon
shut
him.
him the fuck up. His mouth wasn't opening no more. He was booger.
Yeah.
Couldn't even understand what the fuck he was saying. Shut him the fuck up. Put him away from people. You was enslaved. Huh? And that's your proper place though. You going back there, but this time you going back there for good, man. You going back there for good, and you gonna build up our kingdom.
Yep.
I don't give a damn what tribe of Edom you from. You an Edomite, you going in slavery. Go ahead, bro.
And shut him up and set a seal upon him, and he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season.
Yeah, because you gotta understand, when they was ruling as Rome, they was deceiving every damn body, the Caesars and emperors. I'm Julius Caesar. I'm going to be a god. Name July after me. Name this month July. Right? Octavian Augustus comes in. Name August after me. I want to be a god like Julius. So name August after me. They deceive the nations. We're the authority. Scriptures go to get 2 Thessalonians. Right? Now he said after 1,000 years after Jake was ruling Europe, for that period of time, he should be loose for a little season. And that's why you see America already falling, because look, this is a short rulership. All right? Europe being the beast and America riding upon the beast has been a short rulership. You look at other major kingdoms used to rule longer than the time that America's been established. So he's been loose for a little season in the eyes of the Lord. Right? Go ahead, bro. All right, for a second, that's all. Yeah, well, let's teach you
Second
son of perdition.
Yeah, I got you right here. This second Thessalonians 2 and 3, and it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth
Man of sin. Everything he does is contrary to the righteous ways of Yahweh Bashar. It don't matter what it is. If it's contrary to the ways of Yahweh Bashar, this man wants to do it. Habakkuk, the brother get Habakkuk. Yeah, brother get Habakkuk. We can run that one from the top. Because his soul ain't upright in the mind. That's why everywhere you look, pedophilia is rampant, kidnaps are rampant, murder is rampant. People tell you, oh, don't travel. People scared to travel, right? People scared to get on planes, leave the country. But here, you literally live in the most dangerous place on earth. For real. Do you not know that? Statistically wise, America is the most dangerous place on earth to live. You can get shot standing in line at Walmart. You know, because the past employee just mad at every fucking thing. So he gonna just you get poked up leaving out of Starbucks.
Yeah, somebody just over a small confrontation on the road, somebody just shot like 5 people, and they're still on the run right now. And that happened earlier today.
I read that today. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like just like a small little exchange of words.
Killed the kid and all that.
Yeah, you live in the valley of the shadow of death. All right. So you be don't travel to this country. Don't travel to this. Nigga, they shouldn't be coming here. Y'all got school shooters every goddamn week. All type of shit going on, man.
That's why people that have enough knowledge and sense, that's why people leave the country. That's why they go to, like Japan or Korea, where, where the gun laws are very strict, where, like I said, certain places, like I said, a lot safer, like I said, in Babylon, man. It's crazy, like I said, in certain countries like Japan, like I said, man, a child, he can actually walk, from home all the way, take the train station to a school, man, without, parents being supervised, man. That's crazy, man. Now I'm for, like I said, you look it up. That's like in America, you can't even do that, man. You know what I mean? You couldn't even leave the second child down the street, man, knowing that she'd be kidnapped. You got it.
Remember the DC sniper? Your ass at the gas pump. Good. Your brain just come out your fucking head. Nigga that snap you from out of a trunk.
They said DC sniper.
That's America for you. You at the gas, you don't even see your last moments. You just pumping gas. Nigga that slapped you out the trunk. That's America for you, man. The Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West was in America. Nigga just went first man to draw. Yeah, nigga, I'm taking your horse. What you got in your pockets? He got some tobacco. Yeah, I'm gonna chew this. I like that. I like your hat.
Yeah, definitely the hat. Definitely
I like them shoes. Yeah. Wild West, man. That's America for you. And when America falls, the whole America will turn to Wild West. Because everybody and their mama got guns.
Yeah, and like you said, this is the most wildest place because in America you can get a gun. It's so easy to get a gun. In America, especially like states like this, you legally have the right to carry. Even in like up north, it's illegal to have. It's so easy. You can go right down the block and get a gun. Them other countries, it ain't like that. You can't do that. You might get cut out there. There's some stabs in like UK. There's no guns out there like that. You might get poked up, but for sure that's a no-no.
You got teenagers with automatic guns.
Yeah.
Especially especially
Y'all seen what them switches do, right?
Yeah. They just let the whole clip off.
Yeah, a little piece, square piece like this, you put on the back of that joint, and it turned into
Automatic.
it will go from
What?
semi to fully automatic.
Damn.
You shoot your 16 bullets in 2 seconds.
Yep.
Wow. Damn.
And you know Jake don't know how to shoot. They hitting everything but what they aimed at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's danger when it's
like
me, though?
Lorenz Tate and fucking
Well, you said Karab, watch.
Menace, what is it, Menace Society?
Yeah.
Oh,
Lorenz Tate.
Yeah.
Where he was shooting over the.
What he said? Yeah.
See how he's shooting the dude behind the counter?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he just roll right by you. Fuck
Keep
out
it
of here,
pushing.
nigga.
Oh yeah, don't be making shit
Do all that
dudes.
goofy shit. Yeah, babies and strollers. Old mamas on porches.
You seen the last episode of Power? I didn't know that shit fake. Jake hit my man from across the street. Headshot. I said, that ain't real. You know what I mean? That ain't happening.
Oh, you talking about the
Yeah. So from across the bar.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Back in 2 Thessalonians 2:4, and it said, "Who imposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most
And
High."
that's what he did. He did it physically, and now he's trying to do it spiritually. He said in our temple when it went down. Around the time of 70 AD with Titus and Vespasian. But now he wants to sit in the temple, which is you, your body. So he wants to put his mark within you. He wants his thoughts to be your thoughts. Your thoughts to be his thoughts. His ways to be your ways. Right? He wants total control over you. Mind, body, and spirit. He wants to sit in the temple because he thinks he wants to be like it to the Most High. And Edomites, the reason why Edomites don't like what we're doing because they want us to stay as fucking slaves.
Yeah.
They want us to be good old tap dancing, just entertained from Sammy Davis Jr. niggas. The Candyman kind. They just want you to be good old boys, just entertain them.
Yeah.
That's that
So
Psalms
he is.
83.
Yep.
They don't want you to remember who you are. You know what I
I was
mean?
listening to this song Jack Harlow just put out his new album. He was getting at Edomites. He was saying like, yeah, I'm just telling y'all what I see. All these white kids, they never lived the struggle, imitating the black people's speech, words in the suburbs. He said that y'all go to these concerts and they can't wait till the verse come up so they can say nigga. And he was bringing it all out.
Yeah.
They love you for the entertainment value.
Yeah, actually, like I said, that's actually controversy about that too, about them using the N-word in concerts. You know?
Yeah, because they the ones that buy the tickets. They the ones that's putting all the money. Jake don't be going to them festivals and shit like that. They go, but not as much as Esau go. It be Esau at Lollapalooza and Rolling Loud in the crowd, mosh pitting, listening to fucking Travis Scott.
Roddy Ricch and all them.
Lil Uzi.
Hey, Vince Staples said that a long time ago. He said all these white folks chanting when I ask them where my niggas at. Going crazy, got me going crazy. I can't get with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He been said that. You know?
Yeah, but usually, like I said, like Roddy Ricch, well, he's gonna let him slide because, like you said before, if they don't do it, he's gonna hurt his pockets. So so he can easily do sing along.
And then what he said after, wonder if they know I know they gonna go where we kick it at. So you wanna be able to say this and pretend to be us, but you don't want to live like us.
Just bump your ass up. Oh, and any of these inner cities, man.
That's what Bob Mooney
You
said.
shit
Everybody want to be
yourself.
niggas.
You pissing yourself. Even Jake know not to come outside at certain times. They lived there their whole life.
Right. Like that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles where he and Big got killed. People from that neighborhood said, I don't even go to that damn restaurant.
Commendation. But see, they love Jake for the entertainment that they bring. You look at TikTok, all these dances that they're doing on TikTok that become a big thing. Jake created all them shit. Every big major trend that niggas is doing on TikTok, Jake created all them shit. Jake is showing you. Jake is keeping TikTok alive. You take Jake off TikTok ain't shit but cats. Niggas rubbing on their cats and jumping on mountains. You know?
Jake is the former of all things, man.
Certainly.
Jake gives life to everything, man. Go ahead, bro.
That was it on that. That's one.
Go back to Revelation.
Oh, just one thing. I noticed that. Just make it real quick. I know that I forgot there was a show. I forgot his name. Whatever. I guess just make shit to the point. I guess guess I forgot his name, the dude, whatever he played with that show. Basically, like I said, when the elevator opened, there was little baby Edomite, whatever, was crying, and then Jake he's looking like this, looking two sides, and the other day he closed the door, but he knew in his mind not to help that baby out because he had the baby out, especially when being a Jake, he would have got caught, and like I said, it would have been over for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot what show it was, but if I find it, whatever, like I said, brother, you got it. But it's a trap though.
Continuing on, back in Revelation 20, it says, and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations.
I got y'all.
Yeah, so deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shah, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their
So
foreheads.
the same serpent, the same dragon, is the beast, right? Neither worship his image nor his mark. Those are two separate things. The image is one thing, the mark is another. The mark can't be Christianity. The mark can't be the so-called white man's ideologies and philosophies, because that all ties into his image, right? And the beast, Johanna talking about some, Johanna say about the beast.
Oh,
Pre-beast. Solomon had the mark for the pre-beast. But see, any brother that studies the scriptures know that the beast kingdoms don't even come until Daniel's time.
That's right.
So how did Solomon had a mark of the beast?
Right.
You didn't even mention it.
So what
that's an end
the
time
kingdoms
prophecy.
the kingdoms didn't start. But even if you're saying a pre-beast, the beast wasn't established in Solomon's time.
If you say
The beast don't. The first beast doesn't start until Babylon gets on the scene. So Nick, what are you talking about? But that shows you guys don't even know what the beast is. They don't know what the mark is. They don't know what the image is. That's why when you say a mark of the beast, you gotta ask, well, what's the beast?
Right.
What does the beast represent? Right? Beast first is a man. It starts with a man. Because we're all beasts. But you have people called the sons of men, which are the heathens. Because we're the sons of God. So the beast will have to be what? A kingdom ruled by one of the sons of men. So it will have to be a heathen kingdom. That's what a beast represents. A heathen kingdom. Why is it a beast? Because it's not in order. Right? It's not given the law, statutes, and commandments in Yahweh Shah. So it's like it as a beast rulership. Right? Go ahead, bro.
Continuing on. Neither have received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Mashiach Yahweh Shai 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished.
Yeah, what's that? We can read off right now. And what's that 1,000-year period talking about? The first dominion. The first fruits is going to reign in the first dominion. And that first dominion represents setting everything up. Right? Getting the earth in order. It's going to take 1,000 years to get everything in its proper order. Look how long it took to fuck it up.
Right.
So it's going to take 1,000 years to reverse the way China looks. With all that blue light and LED lights that'll fuck your damn eyes up. They got cities that literally the whole city is LED blue lights. That shit, then you walk in there, you got a migraine in 2 hours.
And think about
That's why everybody's stuck in buildings.
Just imagine a night when it's dark time and the LED just
That's what I'm about to
face.
say. Once you leave that city, you know it takes a while for your eyes to adjust. You blind as shit when you leave that city. You know what I mean? You leave there and go to something regular.
They like China is so advanced. No, China blood the fuck out. All that damn technology and radiation.
Especially
Not to mention the sky pollution they have over there in them Asian countries is ridiculous. The smoke, they say it's so thick and dangerous to their health because all them factories and companies they got up shipping all this damn technology in there and building these fucking machines so they can come with these inventions. You step outside and them black smoke. They don't show you that.
All day, every
In
day.
Thailand, when you go to Passport Bros, you out there in Thailand, fucking small. You can't even breathe. You ain't got clean water to drink. Miles away.
Man. Damn.
So really, this earth just gotta be restructured, man. Because if you gotta the places you come to with some type of decent society is ruled by who?
And then on top of that, the nation gonna follow after who's in power. So we know where these other nations lie at. So whatever E doing, these other nations they gotta do it better than E. You know what I mean? Only try to surpass them, man. Like you said before, that's why China doing all this. Because a prime example, like I said, when you look at China, look at their history, look how it was before, before they took inspiration from, Babylon, man. Like I said, man, it was just an old country town where they had emperors and kings and whatever they had. You look at them now, man, it's like a communism, so to speak. When you look at them, man, like a dictatorship, man.
Yeah, China can't surpass America. How the fuck you gonna surpass America? The reason you even got to the point you at now, you fucking nigga, because they outsource the jobs to y'all. Y'all don't have the system. Y'all don't have the military. Y'all don't have the monetary structure to overpower the kingdom that the Lord is dealing with.
That's
He's
true.
dealing with Eve. You don't have the monetary power, the military power, the societal power, because you live in it. All your people are slaves, so they don't have a builder mindset.
That's right.
But here in America, one thing positive about America is you have free thinkers, so you're able to get creative, new ideas.
That's right.
So you see different things happening in America. Over there in the other countries, they ain't able to think free. It's this way, and so you got people just robotic. That's how they is in
Submissive.
China.
Yeah, they submissive. No fighting in them whatsoever. That's why they got locked
They damn
up.
near already androids.
Especially how they march. You saw the way they march in the military.
They just do whatever the government tells them to do. So how the fuck can a non-free thinking society take down a society where you have a number of free thinkers that's been building for hundreds of years? They got shit y'all can't even dream about, man. Over here in the American military, man.
That's what the scripture says. Why is Moab proud, man? Moab is a proud, proud nation.
And the proof is in the pudding. You got a tag team with every goddamn body and their mama, and even have a fighting chance against the dog.
That's right.
Right. Yeah.
You get a call back from India yet?
Right.
They gonna join?
Yeah, especially Russia. Russia
Oh,
allies.
y'all got a tag team for one motherfucker, man.
Okay.
And even that ain't even enough.
They ain't even enough, yeah. All
That
these,
shows you that the Lord is dealing with you.
That's right.
That's it. All these BRICS nations have came together and they still ain't got the power enough to,
Yeah,
And one day gonna find that out, and then they gonna say, "Fuck it,
we got to push the buttons.
push the fucking button." Because I'll be damned if I go through another 40 years. So they gonna go to war about that thing. That's really what it's all about. They gonna find out, damn, we really can't overpower this shit. Because they don't understand the Lord part of the ball.
That's why, Scripture talks about that, that merchant city, man. All these things they going away with America, man. Because what? Like you said, they get their power, they get their money, they get their products and all that stuff. Like I said, that's how that's how these nations thrive, man. We are Babylon, but once they're destroyed, like I said, who's gonna be the world? Like I said, who's gonna be the superpower?
Yes, them Saudi Arabian
Besides
princes.
us.
Them Saudi Arabian princes. How the fuck y'all get so rich? Like
Yeah.
Edomite,
Yep.
Morgan,
Yep.
JP Morgan took his ass over there and said, look,
Exactly.
I'm gonna start my own company, I'm gonna use y'all.
Exactly.
I'm gonna use y'all land to do it. To outsource it to y'all. Oh, really? Yeah. Without E, you ain't shit.
What your man Alex Jones said, he got pissed off. He said, man, fuck it, I'm just ready. Just hurry up and push the button.
Kill us all. That's what
He said, get the shit over with.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
You can't take down the Edomites. The Lord dealing with it. Matter of fact, give me that in Romans. Be subject to the higher power. You gotta be subject to the higher power. If you ain't subject to the higher power, you resisting the will of Yahweh Shema Shah.
That's what these other nations don't understand.
You resist the will of Yahweh Shema Shah.
And don't forget, like I said, these other nations, they had time to rule. You know what I mean? Like, they had their rulership between 40, 60, or maybe, 100 years, So, so they had their time of rulership already. So now it's time for, like, to eat his last rulership. Then that's it, man.
Time for the ass to go into slavery. Brother got it?
Come on, this. Yep.
This is Romans chapter 13 and verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the high power. For there is no power but of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
See? There's only one power, bro. The reason why we doing here is because the Lord dealing with us. So nobody can vocab. You can't come on and tell me what the fuck to do or tell us what the fuck to do. We the authority. Under Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
God of Israel.
You trying to teach us the scriptures. Fuck out of here, man. You're not the authority on the scriptures. We not letting no Christians try to be the authority amongst us, man. Like they breaking something down, like they telling us something new. Nigga, we know it. Jesus loved everybody. He died for everybody's sins.
You can do whatever, and you can do whatever you
You
want.
do whatever the fuck you want. You're not telling us what to do.
There's did y'all see there's a Christian porn star?
Oh, I seen that, yeah.
She said she was put on earth to basically enjoy sex in a roundabout way. But that's Christianity, because what does the script see? And I try to tell people when when you talking to people out in the world, you don't tell them everything, but I just try to tell them the scriptures was here before Christianity. Christianity was thrown on the scriptures. That's what the scriptures say. A woman ain't supposed to deal with more than one man. A woman ain't supposed to lay with a woman. But this woman is a Christian, and she thinks she here to fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not to procreate. You know, because the scriptures say be fruitful. Well, us to be fruitful and multiply, but she just want to fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all.
Yeah.
That's out.
Trying to fulfill all her sexual immoralities and think God dealing with it, man.
It's a demon.
Like these niggas, they just wolves. They in their 20s. They don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
Probably in the military too.
Yeah, they look like military guys.
It probably is.
Just going them out.
They better go to war, man.
Yeah.
It says, for there is no power but of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Verse 2, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
There you go. So if you resist the power that's ruling, you ain't fighting me. You fighting the Lord.
Yep.
So you gonna lose every fucking time. I don't give a damn if you got the bricks, the tricks. Damn, what the fuck you got? You ain't gonna
The
be
one.
because until the Lord is done wielding this nigga around the earth, he ain't gonna fall. When the Lord is ready for either fall, that's when he's gonna fall.
Yeah, that's right. If that was the case, like I said, these other nations, like I said, they would have been with America right now. Like I said, we would have been at World War II.
Right.
Yeah. If it was up to them.
Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, like I said, of course, these other nations don't believe in the Lord. But I'm just saying, they might have said, let's go take America right now. But of course, like I said, they're not gonna do it because, like you said, they know.
Yeah, that's what.
I got precept too.
Yep, that's why Yahweh Shah said. That's why Yahweh Shah said, "Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's," because he understood, and during that time, Rome had to be set up during that time, to fulfill that part of the beast.
That's right. Yep. Beautiful.
Yeah, because they were trying to be smart. Do we serve our Lord or the Caesar?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
They were trying to be smart. The Lord said, look, render unto Caesar what is Caesar, render unto the Lord what is the Lord.
That's right.
And Caesar want earthly things. So pay your bills on time, take care of your carnal priorities, and make sure that you render unto the Lord what belongs to Him. That's His spirit.
That's it.
It's the spiritual increase.
That's right.
That's the balance. We're in the world, but we're not of the world.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we'll pay these fucking demonic ass tolls.
Yeah, you got to.
On Christian. Every week, I got to, because I'm right about to give them to close. I gotta take
Yeah.
And look, they catch you. Yeah, if you got the easy pass, sometimes you might ran your joint. Yo, they ain't sent me something for 3 months now.
Yeah, they put the interest on it. Yeah, they put the interest on it.
Yeah.
And now I gotta pay it. If I don't pay it,
You don't get your
put a hold on your
registration.
Yep.
All that shit. Yeah.
Fucking demon, it's so precious.
That's why you gotta go up
And it took you about 3 months for them to mail it in.
Yeah, I got a letter from the DMV the other day. You old? I said, what the fuck?
Hey, it's crazy to see. Like I said, I got to do my medical part, but don't do that. They're gonna suspend my life.
Hey, remember when the Jordan Bridge was being built?
Yeah, I can't remember that.
They said the first 30 days it was free, right? So everybody hitting that joint, boom, boom. Everybody got a outstanding $800, you know. Like, yo, this damn devil, yo.
You funny.
Devil, yo.
You say the first thing. No, it's free. You say $800. Dang.
No, seriously. Like,
Wow.
it was multiple people. A whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
Fucking no question. But we'll pay the shit. We'll do it before we got to do it. Because we gotta take our priorities.
That's right.
But we're gonna win on to the Lord with some Lord's also.
That's crazy. He's at $800.
Right. When I I got something on
Because
it.
you know Jake gets to planting like a bullet from me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you got to.
Nigga, we be delivering the child support shit. Jake ain't home. Nigga ain't been in that residence for 3 months.
Yep.
Hey, I wasn't there.
Yep.
Nigga, you been sitting me.
Right? Yeah, Jake, look at it. Won't open it. I ain't seen it.
I ain't seen it.
Put that shit back in the mailbox, return to sender, bitch. See if this shit works.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, you preset. Go ahead.
All right. I wanted to bring this precept out about the nations warring with Esau. Pretty much they don't have power because of what the Lord had set up as far as Cain. So this is Genesis 4th chapter. I'm going to start at the 14th verse. It says, "Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth." So what are they doing now? Hiding behind everything except being an Edomite. I'm white, I'm British,
Native American.
I'm Native American, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Christian, I'm a pilgrim, I'm a Jew. Everything under the earth except for what their nationality is, their biblical nationality, right? Because they're a vagabond, right? Go ahead, brother. "And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me." Yeah, why was Cain saying this? Because his pigment was taken away from him. He didn't look like everybody else no more. So people would look at him and be like, "Oh, what the fuck is this shit?" Remember, that was the first time anybody ever looked like him. So people would have looked at him, "What the fuck is this shit?" And they would have got them attacked this motherfucker. Right? Go ahead. "And Yahweh said unto him, Therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold." That's why you can't put your hands on Esau when you're doing shit. And do something to Edomite. They're gonna throw you the book and under the damn jail. "And Yahweh set a mark." Even Tubal Cain said that. Right? He said, the Lord said, if you put hands on Cain, vengeance shall be put upon you. So me, it should be sevenfold. Yeah. He was popping this shit. Tubal Cain, the first rapper. He the first nigga rapper. Read how he was talking. He was talking shit. Yeah. My wives put vengeance on me. He was basically getting back in blood. Getting back in blood. That's the first niggas, man. Cain, the line of Cain, they the first niggas, man. Go ahead, bro. "And Yahweh set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him." And that's what you see today. So he's able to run around free with his loss of pity, right? And say, "Oh, I'm Jewish." Nigga, prove it. You ain't showing me the curses y'all fit yet. You ain't showing me none of the curses y'all fit yet. What curse in the? Then this guy, what they'll say is, "Oh well, the curses aren't specific to every single Israel," which is true. Not every curse fell upon every single Israel, but you still can't show me a curse that y'all are. And where are you where's the bald-headed Amalek chicks? Because the scripture said that the southern kingdom chicks would be lose they hair. Right. We can grab any Judite chick and come up the street and show you that. Sister Tinker hit even out real quick.
Show them 4 cornrows underneath that wig.
You know? And put it back home. That's enough. That's enough. Yeah. They get it.
Locked up.
That was it?
You got more on that?
Okay. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of men the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein," man. You know, so that's pretty self-explanatory, man. So whoever's in rulership, the people gonna follow after, man. So who is officers, like I said, like I said, everybody's in league with the government, man. You know, that's what you do when you sign a contract or an oath, man. Especially in the military, man. What are you doing? You're giving your life to the government, man. So what? You got to follow the orders of whatever they do, whether you like it or not, man. You know, if you stand against it, you're gonna be basically go to jail or basically put to death, man, according to his society. And then it says, verse 3, and it says, an unwise king destroyeth his people. We know who that's talking about. Through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is given to the hands of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
In due time. Hey, read that again. Read that again.
And it says, verse 4, it says, the power of the earth is given to the hand of the Lord. Like you said before, like you said the other verse, like Daniel, he set over the bases of men, etc.
Psalm 75, you put him down one, set up another.
And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable.
In due time, he gonna give the rulership to one that is profitable. In due time, he gonna set up one that is profitable. Who's that? Jacob. The 12 sons, baby.
That's right.
The inheritance of the kingdom.
That's right.
All right. And we have differences amongst the tribes, but you got to understand, each and every single one of us come from a different brother.
Yep.
So of course, Ephraim gonna be different from Judah. Manasseh gonna be different from Levi.
Yeah.
We came from different brothers.
Yep.
Shit, you see how the brothers worked amongst each other. Sometimes they didn't agree.
Yeah.
You see how they did Joseph.
Yeah.
Right? They threw Joseph in a pit and had him sold in Egypt.
Yep.
You know, brothers fight.
Yep.
Now look at Ephraim and Manasseh today. Right? They kind of vied with Judah. But Reuben, you know what I'm saying? You go to the story, Reuben had his hand in it.
Yeah.
Reuben, you don't see them riding with Reuben like that.
Oh, scripture talks about that. That verse. I forgot the scripture talks about that. Judah shall wax Ephraim, Ephraim shall wax Judah.
Yeah.
You know, but of course, like I said, it's gonna come to some of the Lord's gonna, basically dispel all the hatred, man, when we're gonna come together. But just adding on what you were saying. You know, like I said, there's a hatred continuing among the tribes, due to the curses. But of course, as you can see now, like all brothers in the truth, come from different tribes, man. Like what we doing, man? We coming together, man. We coming that one staff. You know.
Yeah, matter of fact, get over there.
Come.
Get over there. That's a nigga. Legion.
Roach.
Yeah. He talking about us got money. This is damn real.
Yeah.
I was about to stop. We're gonna stop and tell you. I seen him.
That's the nickname.
Oh, he was right there?
Yeah.
Stepped on a roach. You step on a roach, but it's still kicking.
Yeah.
Had his dreads in his head.
That's funny. That's the nickname, the Roach.
The Roach.
That's a nice name, though.
Go ahead, bro. Yeah, we can get over there. Oh, matter of fact, I saw the Habakkuk verse.
Okay, come.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Yeah, we watching this nigga eat. We watching the Lord's word. We watching our prophecy. We watch bro's videos, which the videos are digital epistles. They're digital letters. So like you're reading the letters of Luke, Matthew, Mark, James. The videos brothers put up today, that's the same exact thing. It's letters to the church.
That's it.
It's just we live in a digital time. So you got to take heed to those videos, right? Because you can miss out. I can't go a week without tuning in. Can you imagine something go a week without being tuned in to what's going on amongst the brothers? You gonna miss a whole lot. Because every week it's a new topic, it's a new subject. Every week is something that didn't happen that got to be addressed. Or you might just miss out on a video that you need to hear. I heard a video comparison a couple of days ago. Cut meat. I'm like, hey, that's a spirit. I need to do that. Man. And I got hyped. I was like, cut my ass. Because you need to hear that. You need to hear. Sometimes you need to hear it from another brother.
That's true. Yeah, whatever the party, take cheerful.
Yeah, because you telling yourself something, sometimes it don't resonate with you. Sometimes the Lord will put the spirit on another brother. You can be a brother that's been in the truth way less than you. But you need to hear from you just need to hear from the bigger brother.
Yeah.
It's about the
Hear
message.
that.
Yeah, it's about, yeah.
It's the spirit.
Yeah, that's about the message.
So you don't want to miss out on the videos that get put out because they're for your benefit. Go ahead.
God, it says, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the
See,
vision.
what shall I answer when I am reproved?
Right.
So your ass cut. You get corrected.
Right.
You know? Which is a beautiful thing. Righteous men love correction. They love rebuke when needed. Chastisement when needed.
Sure.
Because we fall short daily, so you can't sit there and tell me you don't need to be rebuked and chastised by something. You tell me that you're a perfect individual.
Yeah. Yeah, the scriptures say you rebuke a fool, he'll hate you. You rebuke a wise man, he'll love you, you know? So we looking for that rebuke, you know? We understand that we still in these carnal bodies, you know? These fleshly bodies that are subject to sin. And yo, we subject to go off, you know, in all aspects of life, you know, until we get those new bodies.
And when you rebuke somebody, that person ain't supposed to then bring up your fault.
Yeah, you know?
Because they got
Right.
rebuked, they bring up your fault.
Yeah. Well, by the way, yeah.
I'm gonna put your shit out on the table, man. That's all. Let's lay it all on the line.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Oh, but all you gonna correct what the fuck you got going on?
You know?
They're smooth words.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they ain't correct when they got rebuked about. They just threw all your dirty lines out there.
Yep.
Fuck what they had going on.
Yep.
You know, you're truly not trying to grow in this thing.
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
You know, you just want to look the part.
Yep.
You look the
You
part.
know, you get rebuked and now all of a sudden, you know, your doctrine off. Oh, we ain't that.
I mean, we all.
My bad.
That's
It's a lot.
That's a general statement. That ain't a time.
Nobody,
Nobody. Nobody. And that nigga watch everybody video.
Say something about me. Yeah.
Video, nigga.
Oh, yes.
Nigga be on fire. Wait for somebody to say something. Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
How do you run? You go teach, right? And you get that fire. You first learn the truth, you got that fire. Think about that moment first, the real truth. And some brothers might have learned from different teachers at first, but when you finally got that true doctrine, you just felt like, God, you just felt like you was being controlled. And your pupils just moving, dilating, you just soaking up water. Now you on a computer or on your phone. Just,
Like you got superpower.
The
Because the Lord
limitless
had
pit.
tapped into your third eye, your peanut going.
X-Men Apocalypse when he gave the music more they
Yeah,
power. I mean,
yeah,
that's how
yeah.
you felt. You know, that thing hot. You know,
You on the tube for hours. What is this? You know?
up to 5 in the morning.
Every
And you,
night.
and you want to tell everybody.
Yep.
You're like, man, you know we done. You know what I'm saying? First person I had told was my best friend. I say this all the time, but the first person I had told was my best friend in the world. I went with it because that's who you think.
So you think you get it? Yeah.
I saw it, so you want to share it with him. So I ran him. As soon as I said, yo, see this? Wait, see this? Sat him down. All right. And that look, that's the look. That's the look.
Yeah.
He just sitting there. You telling them, they ain't resonating.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's that veil right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
That's that
Yeah,
veil.
all right.
As soon as you left.
Yeah.
What's it called? Bugging out.
Or he might just deal with you as regular, but he ain't really in it. But it hurts you because it's like,
Yeah.
man, he can't see it.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
Yeah.
But this is the greatest thing that ever happened to me in my life, and he can't see it. He ain't vibing with it. And that's when you realize that the truth really ain't for everybody.
And then what's even wilder is if people that knew the truth before you and might have put you on, and now they bugged out.
Right.
What's the scripture say? It's better to not have known the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I personally, I'm speaking for myself. I know a good number of people that know the truth. They might still say they bugged out. You know what I mean? Bugged out. Back smoking.
Yeah.
Out there fighting, acting a fool in the streets. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, the scripture say, Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. It's Sirach chapter 1. And I'm going to read verse 29. Sirach chapter 1, verse 29. It says, be not an hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest. So, like the brother going into, you could bring somebody in the truth, and because you ain't examining yourself, working on yourself, your ass fall out, right? Because it says this in verse 30, it says, exalt not thyself, lest thou fall and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh shall discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in truth to fear the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit.
We was just bringing that up.
Yeah.
Amidst the congregation,
Amidst the
people show it amongst the congregation, because you didn't come in to fear the Lord, you came in deceit. The Lord knew your heart.
You didn't really want to grow. You just doing this for the look. You know what I mean? Not sincere. Wow.
Yeah, the scriptures tell us to mark those kind of men. You know, Apostle Gabar like to go into it a lot. You know, that Scorpio, marking a guy like that. You know, telling us, hey, that's a guy you don't want to be like. He went into that rabbit hole and got lost. You know.
Yeah, because I got Obadiah.
Kind of Obadiah. Yeah.
You have on it?
Who was reading first?
Habakkuk chapter 2, and I'll start at verse 2 again. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Can I read that again? Again, that verse again?
It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
That's right, man. That's why, again, I mean, that's why what? The Lord sent us prophecies for a reason, man. You know, over time, like I said, we seen what's going on. Like when the scripture talks about what? Rumors of wars, man. As you see, like I said, rumors is slowly but surely coming up, man. You know, like what? The food crisis, the pollutions, everything that's going on, man. Like I said, the Lord told us this thing, man. He said, what? When these times will come, then shall the end come, man. So we know that it's definitely end that basically in the end times, you know what I mean? Our forefathers, you know what I mean, they'll be waiting for you know what I mean, for this day to happen. You know?
Yeah, that's because a lot of people, like, when somebody say we in the last days, man, my great-grandma been saying that shit forever. Well, what the scripture say? Don't tell you, wait for it, because it surely will come. You know?
Yeah. It's like the Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis money, man. You needed the build-up for it to happen. The Lord is gradually building everything up, man.
The fight went quick.
Yep, went quick. Less than an hour.
1 hour.
Right?
You know? So when the Lord, you know, really bring, you know, this thing on a high level of the things that He's about to judge on America, man, it's really going to come. And the next thing you know, we're going to be celebrating in the kingdom about it, man.
Yeah.
You know, the second, you know, passing of a quote-unquote Egypt.
Okay. And again, the verse that you read up, it's like in the verse that you read up, it said what? Make it right and plain upon tables, man. Isn't this word plain unto the holy? Yeah. And it says what? And what? And it's subtle black unto the wicked. So that's why the wicked don't understand the times that we live in. That's why it says in Matthew, you know, this is a generation that seeketh a sign, but no sign shall be given unto it, man. You know, the generation, like I said, the wicked, the 2/3 of people, they don't see the signs of the times that we're living in, man. You know, they can't understand that, like I said, all this building this black community and building black wealth and bringing back Wall Street, you know, like, man, our people been saying that for what? For decades, man. And then what has that brought us? Nothing, man. You know, as a matter of fact, like I said, man, we're even in a lower position than we was prior, man. Because back then, what we had, you know, like I said, a little bit of establishments and all that, but it's over for that, man. You know, prime example, like I said, even Dr. Claude Anderson, when you watch the video on Breakfast Club, I mean, that pretty much breaks it down pretty much to a T, man. Like I said, it's too late for all that.
Yeah.
Y'all both see that's a must watch.
Yeah.
Those make sure when they got time, Google Dr. Claude Anderson, Breakfast Club.
Or just him in general, it'll tell you the whole thing.
That Breakfast Club.
Yeah, of course, but you
ain't put no cut
other
on.
stuff.
Nope.
Yeah,
You got time.
But damn, I just lost train of thought. What was you saying? Can you say your last one? What you were saying?
But yeah, talking about Dr. Claude Anderson.
When he was talking about the communities.
Yeah. That's why it's madness, because that's why I laugh at these dudes like Nyson and all these new people that's marching and trying to preach the revolution and all that. It's insanity, because we've seen that. Like you said, we've seen it over and over again. We've seen Martin Luther King, we've seen Malcolm, we've seen all that. Ain't none of that's gonna bring us out of the hell that we live in, man. You know, it's insanity to think that, oh, now I'm gonna try it. There's gonna be some change. Nah, what you talking about? Well, what Food on Baby Boy said, this is all a rerun. I've seen all this already.
And the fact that, you know, like I said back then, you know what I mean, how you say, of course, you know, we were signed to captivity, but, you know, Esau didn't put that leisure, you know, like that, because like I say, you know, like I said, because you all that stuff, but now, like I say, Esau already got a hold of that more tighter, so like I said, so it's even hard now, you know, especially with these rules and stipulations, you know what I mean, what, you got to build acres of land, you got to buy that, and like I said, then you already know that on top of that, people don't like to support each other due to the curses, you know, then you got, fines, rules and stipulation, license, and all that stuff, you got to do all that stuff, you know, and then, you know, that's even more harder, especially with Jake. You know, especially in this society.
But at the same time, even let's say we did get that right, we got it. We forget that these other blessing was the fatness of the earth. Say you got your farm running good and smooth and everything. He's gonna do something. He's gonna drop some. He might drop a couple poppy seeds, and a damn dope plant be growing out, and now your whole shit be running down. ATF, you know what I mean? And it's over with. All that hard. You done got your people together, all that money you saved up, all this agriculture, it's over with.
It's over.
You know, only one thing's gonna get us out of here, and that's the Lord.
That's right.
Even when you look at that process, a lot of times it's not able to even get to that level.
Yeah, no.
Because
It takes years.
who's in charge of where you get your stuff from?
Right.
So a lot of times they'll prolong the process and give you a hard time. Because let's say you buy land, right? What do you want to put on that land? Right? You may need piping, you may need plumbing system. Right? You need labor you need so much. What are you building up there? You need fertile soil, you need all type of stuff. You gotta go to his institutions to get these things set up. And then once they find it's a nigga, these like I always say, it's a secret society within every major institution, especially agriculture. So they find it's a nigga, and it's a nigga's land, they're gonna weed you out. Give him the worst shit. Drag it out.
Give them the wild Irish rose, the bottom of the barrel.
I don't know if Rose seen that show Greenville. I believe it's called Greenville. But the guy, it was Jake. It was a family. They had a farm, but they would go to the auction and try to get trailers and tractors for the farm. You know, because they needed to tend to the farm. But Esau would backhand them. You know, all the Edomites would come together and make sure they're not able to auction, get the tractors and trailers from the auction, so they're not able to get the proper equipment. The equipment they were getting was broken down. Always need maintenance, which costs more money. You know, so when you find out, when you actually go into these things like the agriculture business and all these things, Esau has already flooded that system. So you go to these auctions and you go to these places to get your equipment and things you need, your licenses. It's Esau there. They looking at you like, fuck this nigga Kofi. You know, and they don't want to work with you. So a lot of times we don't even get to that point. But if it was to happen, like the brother said, if it was to happen to that point, what's to stop them from planting some shit on your damn land? It's crazy, man. We're not free until we're sovereign. We're not going to be able to live a just life, right? Because the wicked is ruling. Everything is a false balance for this guy, even the wages. Everybody should be making enough to where they can live and not have to worry about bills.
Like Mother always brings it out the scripture, when the righteous are in authority, well, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. The righteous in authority, the people rejoice.
Then what is that? They just announced a $1 billion project for Wells Fargo. So that's just slapping the face to every homeless person in America. Everybody living paycheck to paycheck. Everybody waiting on another stimulus check.
They always in debt, right?
You know, especially in Virginia.
That $1 billion could have went to the people.
Yeah, especially Virginia, because like I said, after the Summit in the Water, which is going on today and tomorrow, Virginia, the state, they wanted to give $2 million, you know what I mean, to help fix the roads and all that stuff, but they didn't give it to the people, man. So to show you, you know, like I said, it was all for a special event. You know, but like I said before, like I said, you got wicked people in authority, like you said. You know, they don't care about the people. You know, to the point that, you know what I mean, I'm starting to see homeless people around my area, so to speak. You know?
And to the point
I'm
that-
getting tired of, I mean, not to be rude, but, you know, like I say, it kind of is annoying when you see homeless, just, you know, especially, you know, around here. So it's like, damn, man, now you got homeless over here. Now I got to look at that shit.
Yeah, look.
No, I'm not.
Damn.
I mean,
it's real though. I feel you.
I mean,
Because you do be like, what the fuck?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's mainly Edomites, you know, because, you know, it's like, damn,
But-
man,
but-
East.
Cokehead,
It's to
crackhead.
the
Yeah.
point that the true homeless, because you know, it's a lot of scammers there. But the homeless, these homeless people, they fed up too. They get attitude. They getting bold now. They walk, you come to the damn red light. You know, usually they had a sign. They just be with the sad face. They come look up. They bugging out.
They be in your shit.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh,
I
bro,
want
see
to
that?
hear the same way out every day. The nigga know he see me. The nigga know I'm not giving you money. But it's still that,
Now you got
you know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, you're supposed to do
There's one Edomite. Here's a sign, and it's out of P-Town. Help put some cheese on this, spread some cheese on this cracker. That's his sign. You see them? Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, you do something.
But that shows. But that, I know I see him on top. But that shows you that this. Hey, Habakkuk 2:4. It shows not right up. I know you're there, but he don't even care about his own people. You know what I mean? If he could keep us down, he don't care about putting the law of his people, keeping them there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of homeless Edomites, man. That shit
Yeah.
crazy.
And they believed in that. Oh, I'll fight for my country shit.
Yeah.
Now they taking all these damn pills because they insane. They got a wooden leg, you know, because they went out there and believed that shit. Now look at it. You know what I mean?
Scripture talks about there's not more than the Lord hates is a man of war that suffers poverty, man. Poverty.
Yep.
Yeah, nigga went to war, got half his face blown off. Can't even get a hot meal. This place is crazy.
He had the soup kitchen in line.
Right.
With a robot leg.
Yeah, come on.
Fuck out of here, man. This shit crazy.
Come on, team.
Poor little tank.
Hey, man.
Wounded warriors, man.
Yeah.
Now I used to see them when I used to work in the military gym. I used to see them niggas all the time. Wounded warriors should come in for PT.
Oh, physical therapy.
Some of them face fucked up. Some of them missing legs. It's all fucked. They the wounded warrior clip. You know what I'm saying? Through. For what? Right?
You know.
That's what y'all. That's all you fight. Every war that America has been in has been based off of lies.
That's right.
It's a script.
That's right.
So you haven't been fighting for true intent. And then fuck y'all anyways, because when y'all go out there, y'all rape and slaughter and pillage all the villages.
Yeah.
Y'all do type of all world acts to the people out there, so fuck y'all.
That's right.
Y'all in that predicament because the Lord wants y'all in that predicament. Facts.
Yeah. No matter what you do, try to help him, he's not gonna do anything. All you doing is wasting. Like, so you may give him what 7-day week in a hotel, but after that, I mean, what's the point? Now they just back on the street. I mean, what's the point of all that? Now you just
They
wasted
think that's
500.
bad. Wait till the war for Armageddon. Scripture say their bodies should just lay there. They stink from their carcasses and come up. Lord don't give a damn about y'all and y'all military. Man.
That's right.
He building the tabernacles of David. Mighty men. Right? Lord willing, we be those men. We gonna come back and fight with our Lord.
That's right.
Flavor Flav.
That's my Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah. See, Jake think it's a game.
Yeah.
That's why. Hey, the blood is off our hands.
Yep.
Everybody know when he was like. Everybody know what we do. Everybody know. Hey, once Kanye and Kyrie, everybody and their mama put it out there. It's not a secret. Everybody know. They don't care. That's the thing. They do not consider, as the scripture says. So since you don't care, since you don't consider, the blood is off our hands. It's on you now. Now you got to be judged according to the covenant laws.
That's it.
Right? Go ahead. You don't have the blood of Yahweh Shah covering you. So now your own blood is required. Go ahead. We blew the alarm. Scripture said the watchman blown out the alarm when you see the enemy coming, the evil coming. We've been blowing, we've been sounding the horn. But you got those right there.
Okay.
Is that was not Hebrew Israelite? Nigga, you a Hebrew Israelite.
You know?
And see, Jake is destroyed, man. Destroyed for lack of knowledge. Go ahead, bro.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Yeah, so we living by faith. We see how wicked he is and how wicked his society is. But we're not going to let that deter us away from righteousness, right? And living right to the best of our ability, right? We're not going to let it vex us to the point that it turns us wicked. You can't let an evil world turn you evil. You can't let a wicked world turn you wicked. And that's what you see with these people out here. Because the world is wicked, they decided to be wicked. That's no excuse.
Like you brought out earlier, the word Terry, wait for it.
You got to overcome a wicked world. That's the point of us being here, brothers, to overcome, not to be overcome. Because when your ass die, you can't say, well, Lord, it was so wicked and crazy down there. Well, nigga, you're not fit to rule in my kingdom. But the Lord is just trying to say that. You wasn't able to overcome, but you're not fit to rule in my kingdom. Go over there to the side. Right? But those that are fit to rule are going to be put on that high pillar when the Lord comes back. Because we withstood the trial, right? We withstood the trial. That's what it's about, brothers. Being vexed, being stressed, right? Going through the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations. But we overcoming those so we can get that crown. Go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 5, yet also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell.
Yeah, brother put up a map of the military bases in the world. Pull it up real quick. Google military bases, U.S. military bases in the world. It should show you how all over the place. Even in that so-called enemies countries, they got bases up there. Because he what? Keepeth not at home. Find a good one again. There we go. You got one? Yeah. Here. See, this is bananas.
Gosh, damn.
This is bananas. So we can show it to the camera. U.S. military bases around the world. I got the same word.
That one, yep.
That's ridiculous.
That's a lot.
That's ridiculous.
That's
How can you war with a man like that?
Y'all got them all. You won.
But yeah, but look, then they go tell Russia, hey, y'all leave Ukraine alone. What the fuck? Can we have something? Can we have our own land? You know, but that shows the scriptures are spot on, man.
That goes back to that cartoon I always talk about. The man that destroyed the earth. You know what I mean? He won't stop. He had everything. He just had to keep tearing stuff up.
Yep.
Do this. Not the other side.
It's close to you, man, right here.
You know, he can't. Hey, just brought that happened to the point. He can't have enough. He really can't get right. He got to keep tearing up this place. You know what I mean? God, that's the whole world. He's still gonna keep building. You're gonna build on top of your own shit. You know what I mean?
He's insatiable. He can't be satisfied. He has an insatiable spirit. You know? No matter what happens, what the scripture will say. Go ahead, brother.
It says he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, or enlargeth his desire as hell and as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
So that's why you can see what you see in America. You don't see that. You just see everybody with everybody. Amalekite with a Moabite, Moabite with a Judite, Judite with a Cushite, Cushite with an Edomite, Elamite, an Edomite with a Levite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just straight a big ball of confusion. And you see all type of goofies too. All type of made up characters.
You done pissed yourself.
You know? This nigga, Nickelodeon jacket.
Yeah, you got pissed on right pissing his head.
He's done, man. The scripture say, when I became a man, I put away childish things.
Yeah.
Why you got reptile on you? Chucky and Tommy. That shit was lit when we was in the 90s when we was kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get out of here, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and taunting proverb against him, and saying, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that layeth himself with thick clay.
Yeah, because you had an inheritance, but you went after everybody else's inheritance. You was given the land of Eden. Now you went and chased it. You take it. I want your inheritance, Boaz. I want your inheritance, Elon. I want your inheritance, Jacob.
Yeah.
So since you wanted everybody else's inheritance, you're gonna be left with nothing. And that's when we get to Obadiah, that's what it's gonna say. And in the end, you're gonna have nothing. You ain't gonna have no land, right? All you're gonna have is your name. Esau. Joshua. Wasted away is he. Is this he that made the earth to tremble? Everybody gonna look at you and discuss. Because another thing, that lack of pigment is gonna be frowned upon in the kingdom. Here it's accepted because everything's turned upside down. And in the kingdom, people gonna look at it like,
Remember, he's called the basis of men. So they gonna be like, ain't no way he had y'all. You know, he was on top of y'all. Nah, ain't no way. He ain't got no rhythm.
you look at every nation, every nation has melanin, right? Look at them Elamites right there.
Yep.
They melanated people. Every nation has melanated people besides this thing.
Yep.
Why is that? When the brother brought up the curse of Cain, if they see me, they should kill me.
Yeah.
Right? Even like me and the brother Kamal, we was talking in chat this week about South America, how they don't show you. The majority of South Americans, Jake says down there, they're brown-skinned people, but they mainly show the likeness, which a lot of those are tails, but a lot of them do have that real light complexion. Because scriptures say that Jacob is a speckled bird, so we do have a lot of light brothers and sisters. Scriptures even tell you David was ruddy, so David had the complexion of like
Rose tints.
Malcolm X.
Yeah.
King David had your complexion.
Right, yeah.
You would be considered ruddy. You know?
Yeah, that's why they call the term, like, you know, like red bone and all that.
Yeah, like red boy.
Yeah.
You know? That's a King David. So we always was a speckled bird, even in the kingdom. Every brother ain't gonna be Wesley Snipes back.
That's right.
You gonna have royal loves and ride. We have different shades. You know? But we're a melanated people, that's the point. But we don't have that dirty look. You see a dark-skinned Edomite, that nigga look dirty.
Yeah.
It's just dry, it's dry melanin. It ain't got that glow.
That's
We
shine.
mean
Yeah.
us in our natural. There's some
Even
damn drug addicts.
yeah, that's true. But
Like my man that rode by talking about Yada, he
Yeah.
look fucked up.
Yeah.
for majority of us, you put that shea butter on you.
Yep.
You put them oils on that skin.
Wash your ass correctly.
It's gonna go.
Yeah, we're gonna
I'm
shine.
telling you, it's gonna hit.
Yep.
Let that, see that thing in the sun.
Okay, you know what they say about the scriptures? Hey, scripture says what? Wisdom maketh a man's face to shine. You know, I mean, you can see that glow.
When you get Jake like the oils that we into and stuff.
Yeah, that thing hitting the sun.
Yeah.
What? You see what? Oh yeah, we got that Lord there. Because Esau taught you to hate your melanin, hate your
Right.
hair. When you got the best hair texture in the world.
And to add on to that, that's why when we was in hardcore slavery, they used to call us shines, you know, because our skin used to shine, you know, and they were envious of that, but they taught it was ugly, you know. That was it.
And even with our hair, there's so many different variations of our hair. You know what I
You
mean?
have tight curls, you have looser curls.
Yeah.
It's all woolly, but it depends on the type.
Yeah.
But it's just,
It's kind of insult, yeah.
I love when I see a chick that got do that chick with long, with her woolly hair and it's long like that. I tell you that's the best
Beautiful.
texture hair.
Beautiful.
Can that be that?
Nope.
That's how it's supposed to look.
Yep.
That stringy doggy shit.
Nah, that shit ain't
that
it.
shit was nasty. For real, that Edomite stringy doggy
Especially when it's
shit.
wet, you smell it. You can smell
That
it.
shit look. Shit wet.
You can smell it, especially when it's wet, man. That's hilarious.
You rub a shorty hair, feel like cotton.
You know,
Yo.
You can
just
sleep
lay
in
on
that
it.
night.
Yeah. Just lay on it.
You know,
But see, and what's wrong with the Junite women nowadays? Even the ones that do have hair like that, they don't want to maintain it, so they want to quick.
They want to lock it up.
I gotta-
Shorty, I'm telling you, she got lost.
Right.
You
Talking about
I'm
cutting.
lost.
Oh.
They said you get lost, I'm locking you out. Facts. I'm
funny.
going. I'm not put them fucking locks in you.
Good.
Scriptures tell you the glory of a woman is her
Her
hair.
hair.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Fuck you, locking her hair.
But I was
Some of these
gonna
women
say,
that got good hair, you mean,
They cut it
yeah,
off.
they cut it
out of
off. You
laziness.
know?
one of my
Yeah,
people's
talking about some always.
back home.
Yeah.
She has the, in my eyes, you know, we all like what we like. She has that long, and it curls. Like it's curly, but long as can be. And she hates it. because she says she can't manage.
Maintain it,
To me, it's the most beautiful thing I ever seen because it's like tight
Tight
curls.
curls, but it's long.
Thick,
Yeah.
and you know, women hate having thick hair. My women hate having because it's
Yeah,
hard to.
that's-
It is.
I'm not hard. You gotta take your
You
time.
gotta take your time. Yeah.
And I'm talking about her shit is down to here, and she'll cut it short. A year later, it's back
yeah.
down here. You know what I mean?
But see, even with that, that's why
And money too.
that's why in the kingdom they're gonna have concubines
That's
and
it.
servants
Yeah.
Right.
That's
to
what really
maintain
is.
their hair for them.
That's money.
Because they do have a valid point because they gotta work now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a slave, so they don't have the time to maintain like they really were created to do. But in the kingdom, that shit gonna flow and niggas gonna fucking Moabite.
Holding her hair
You know
while
what
she's
I'm saying?
You need more than
One
one
gonna be,
woman.
one gonna be
Like,
doing the
once-
toes.
Yep.
You know, another one gonna be doing the hands. Think old woman gonna be complaining that day.
You know?
She got four different women tending to her. One getting face,
Face, right? Yep.
you know.
You got another one
And
running.
every single one of our wives gonna be like
and they
that.
gonna be in the
That's
right
it.
spirit.
That's
Because if you gave,
That's what the concubines are for.
That's right.
Like our concubines, when we have our harem brothers, our concubines are put there to serve our Israelite wives.
That's right.
Their service to our Israel. They not on the same level as Israel. So if you really get a Moabite concubine and you fuck her every now and then, she not put there to be on a level as your wife.
Right.
She put there to serve your wife.
That's right.
So when your wife come around, she gonna might backhand a bitch. That's, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You eating shit. Knock the fuck out. Some shit going on around the harem of the lady. You may pay a visit to the women's chambers.
Yeah.
Like, damn, it's going down. Huh? Damn, keep over there.
You like this, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
That's their business. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Well,
what I'm
our Israelite wives are gonna have charge over there.
That's right.
You know?
Now I was gonna say, they gonna be in the right spirit though, because imagine our women now with that luxury of being tend to like that. That they, you know, they follow the devil because they still will want more. You know, they be looking at you. Hey, you come over here. You know.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, it's dropped a
It's
little
supposed
bit.
to rain.
Later
Tomorrow,
tonight,
yeah.
It's supposed to start like later tonight,
Yeah.
man. It rain into the morning.
The Lord should have canceled that whole something for that shit.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 7, it says, shall they not rise up suddenly?
I
There
think
shall
it's
bite
delayed
thee in a way, there shall vex thee, and thou shalt be from roots unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of man's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Yeah, because you spoil many people. You spoil. You gonna become Buddhist. You gonna become a treasure. We gonna find ways to caught your ass in the slavery. You know, we gonna have to think of creative ways. The way you did us was dirt. Put us on them ships like that. They said the ceiling of the ship, underneath the ship, was like 5 feet. Average Israelite man is pushing 6 feet,
Right.
especially during them times.
Yeah.
So you down there, you in chains, locked next to each other, and you got to sit laid for months.
Right.
Those were dire conditions, bro. This nigga didn't give a fuck. And he'd come down 3 months, it stinks down here. No shit, nigga. No bath.
No restrooms and
It's no
shit,
shit. It's rotten flesh, nigga.
But like you see, a lot of insurance companies got their beginnings from them voyages.
Yep.
Come.
That got funded that shit.
You seasick, brothers was throwing up on themselves.
Menstrual cycle with the women.
Yep.
All type of shit was going on them ships. It was a constant trade cycle. It was just going. It was called the triangular Atlantic slave trade.
That's right.
You ship the goods to the Hamites. They ship the cargo to America. The labor force ships the riches back to Europe. Europe ships the goods to the Hamites. Hamites take the labor force to America. America takes the riches to Europe. That was the trade. And y'all got rich off our backs. So what are we gonna do to you? Because you're the lowest motherfucker on earth.
Y'all never call us lady.
Exactly. Hundreds of years of free labor. Europe, yes, Europe. Because you try to hide your hand. You've been hiding, nigga. Everybody want to talk about America, America, America. Europe got way richer than America off of the slave trade, man. Britain, France, Germany. All them European nations, man. They more guilty than America. Fuck, they gave the decree. Where do you think the decree came from to go get us and put us in slavery? From Europe. The kings of France. So we got something for the beast. The beast, the Lord got something for the beast. You just wait, Europe. You just wait, because the Lord will come down there and conquer that area too. You know? Where we at? Where is Ariel?
Habakkuk 2, in verse 9. Woe to him that committeth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consorted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul.
Yeah, you brought shame upon yourself, and that's why when slavery comes up, or the topic of Jim Crow, you don't want to talk about it, because you got to deal with what you did. Your forefathers did. The lynchings, the cookouts, postcards with thousands of you outside watching one nigga get lynched and burnt alive. You got to answer for that. That's a shameful history. What type of diabolical people will be okay with that? Watching nigga get burnt. Who would want to watch that?
Yeah, cut his penis off. Let's chop it up in pieces. You get a piece, I get a piece.
Yeah. What type of weirdos are these people, man?
Mine continue.
Your brother Kamal was sitting I guess he had a museum in D.C. Looking at all the history of our plight in America. You just see it's a big horror story, man. It's a real life horror story what we've been through.
And you need
The
two
Jim Crow era, the slavery era, man. Just everything we've been through in the Caribbean. It's a horror story, man. The list is ridiculous. If you really go and look at what we've been through here, it would astound you. That's why I just put in the chat. I said he need to send vocab there. Let that nigga see what we've been through before you open your mouth about our history. You got no right to speak about our history, about what we've been through. You don't know the half.
No, I was going to say real quick, you need a full 2 whole days to go through that whole museum. Yeah, you can't. One day is not enough. It's that big. It's like 3 visible floors and like 2 floors down.
A history.
It's called the African Museum. The museum in D.C. that shows all.
I think it's next to the Holocaust. It's around that area.
I've been there though. I've seen it. It's humongous.
I think they got like a little wagon where it has like actual blood from the slaves. That was horrible.
It's another one I've seen.
That one. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. So even if you said the Holocaust is real, right? We ain't gonna say that word. The hologram event. Even if you say the hologram event was real, how the hell does 3 years? I think they say it lasted 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
I think it was 3 or 4 years, lasted over 400 years. It's still in the hands of the people that enslaved.
Right. They don't even.
That ain't even a conversation. Even if that did happen to your people over there in Germany, that ain't even a conversation. So you had these we've been through stuff too. The hologram. But that just shows you the pride of these niggas, man.
They don't even have the numbers right on that.
Yeah, about the
amount of
people that they say that they did a count for the amount of Amalekites that was there. And Germany wasn't even that many. But regardless,
But compared to what we went through for
it's not a
generation,
conversation.
It's
That's
not a
why.
conversation. That's what I'm saying. They don't even talk about it. And especially being 6 months into the ship, coming from West Coast of Africa to here, 6 months. That's a long time. You know, I'm surprised that, like I said, we were able to even go through that in 6 months. Can you imagine being in a ship for 6 months? That's
And that's
crazy.
just, we just talking about Southern Cape.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
talking about Northern Cape.
Yeah.
So miss us, man. That's why the only thing they gonna understand is that rod. Well, we ain't out here to talk to you. We just doing this to please y'all about shit.
Okay.
Y'all gonna understand us when we beat the shit out of y'all on a daily basis too. Because you see how when we talk about it, get us riled up. That's how you know that's what's gonna happen when the Lord plays spirit on us. That's how we gonna be able to dash their enemies. Because the Lord is gonna put a fiery spirit on us, and we're gonna have bullets. We're gonna have them red eyes.
Chainsaw
We're gonna look like
Massacre.
killer shit.
Yeah.
They understand
Chainsaw Massacre,
violence.
that's
We know that.
Yeah, that's the only.
That's the only language they understand.
Like Emmett
That's right,
Till's
like
Till's accuser.
Yeah, she was
Oh, I told the elder I know. I said, look, I said I can't wait to meet her in the kingdom. I said we'll see you in the kingdom.
Come.
Wherever plantation she at in the kingdom, I'm gonna be there a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an annual visit, yearly. Once a year, we going there. We beating her ass.
Yep.
Where she at?
Yeah.
And we gonna make sure the 144. We gonna make sure wherever Emmett Till come back in,
Yep.
whoever's son he come back in, we gonna make
He
sure.
gonna get a piece.
Come on.
We'll get you a piece.
Get your lips. However he come back,
Yep.
we gonna make sure he gonna be there every day for us.
You wake up in the middle of the
Uh-huh.
night.
He said, he's done for. Cause she thinks she got away with it. Cause she said they said on her deathbed she admitted that she lied about the whole thing. So cause they think they get away with the shit.
Right.
Bitch, you ain't get away. You ain't get away at all. The game's just about to begin.
Oh yeah, don't forget, that's why the scripture says, what, let their blood be upon their forefathers, their children, because don't forget, she got children and grandchildren that's still alive to this day. So, I mean, of course, you know, she gonna get it, but on top of that, her offspring's gonna get it, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's why the scripture says, what, that they multiply, it is what for the sword, man.
They gonna get a new. But she coming back in the reincarnation with her ass fucked up. Cause they think they get away scot-free. You ain't get the game's about to begin. We about to come outside and play. Every Edomite that died and does some wicked shit. Jerry Springer your ass too, nigga.
She got me spell
That
right
damn
now.
show.
getting judged.
Did he use that show to boost that wicked, you know, culture of our people down and out?
Jerry, bitches
He's a
throwing
happy
their
man.
breasts.
Yeah, you can see a fake nigga.
Yeah, he made him. Yeah, he made a mockery of our people.
He ain't been a more.
Getting that money.
Him and fucking what's the other nigga more?
But that's what's crazy, just on a worldly thing. As soon as he passed, that's all you seen Jake. Damn, R.I.P. He ain't give a fuck about Harry Belafonte. Harry Belafonte
Yeah.
just gave up the ghost. You ain't see no Jake talk
Nobody.
about that. All they
Nobody.
talking about Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot
I
too.
just-
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that he a Malachi too.
That's what I just
He
said.
did. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, that's like I didn't hear you that part.
Yeah, how a random nigga just get a big show like that?
You know?
You gotta be juiced in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't know Harry Belafonte.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just passed like last week.
Yeah, so that's what Jake on. Man, Jake goofy. Uncle Jerry.
Yeah.
From the 90s. That's what it is.
Damn, not the homie. Not the homie.
Shit.
Yeah, the homie's making a mockery.
Made a mockery out of it.
Hey, what's the other one? Maury?
Yeah.
They said,
Your
"Boy,
baby daddy. You ain't the baby daddy. Is your stuff
They
still
said,
going
"Boy,
on?
he trying to get his spells on the women when they fall out. But he'll be all right.
You remember? You remember when he ran in the back room? The back room he started running?
Yeah. Start chasing that shit. Yeah, still will go, yeah.
All these random ass Edomites
He's
got these
straight, though.
shows showing Jake the negative lights.
Dr.
Did you harass this woman when you was 18?
Oh, yeah, they said, you know, one dude went off script, and she said, I'm here to embarrass you while I was on a commercial break or whatever. She broke it down like, this is my job to embarrass you. So that's what it, you know, hey, we looked up at as a spectacle, man, as a people, as a whole.
Like I said, the only
That's
reason.
why Judge O'Brien was going into a lot of that stuff, because he was breaking down that whole Hollywood
Yeah.
system and all that. He been reeling a lot of stuff lately.
Yeah, daddy gave him
About
out
how
I ain't seen him in a
And
while.
what happened? They've been
He's still,
demonizing.
yeah,
They getting caught
demonized.
drunk.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
still,
yeah,
good.
stupid shit
He
like
was
that,
talking-
yeah.
He was breaking out how who the vice president bitch. Kamala, he was talking about how big of a slut she is, how many dudes she slept with.
Of course,
before
you can
she-
see that.
Before she, and he was bringing out real
Oh,
events
really?
though, like shit that he know happened.
You remember the video I sent brothers in the chat before she got popular? She was messing with what's Montel, the
Oh,
other.
yeah.
What was his name? Montel Williams.
Yeah.
And there's a video. He walking around like a pimp. He had her on one side and had a Edomite chick on the other side, and she was with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, go to show you, man. Like I said, all that stuff is just a charade of acting, man.
Okay.
You know, I mean, how can somebody, you know, from that, you know, like I said, being a side piece, all the way being a vice president? Come on, man.
Okay.
All this stuff is scripted.
Yep.
You know, just like that Ukraine bullshit, man. Y'all seen that video with him being a fruit pop dancing videos with high heels.
Yeah, the
being
Ukraine president.
Yeah, actress, and then all of a sudden being a queen.
Yeah, before he was a president, which he came out of nowhere as the Ukraine president. But
Right.
before he was like a comedian. He was a famous comedian doing weird shit.
Right.
He's a puppet. All these niggas is puppets. It's a show. Go ahead, Zoriel.
Habakkuk 2 in verse.
Which shows you he sacrificed Ukraine. And then he was a puppet to sacrifice Ukraine.
That's right.
Damn.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 12, it says, woe to him that built up a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for their vanity? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea.
So that's what you're seeing. You know, you took this land by blood and iniquity, but now the knowledge of the Lord is being spread throughout the earth.
That's right.
And your wickedness is being shown to the world. Your nakedness is being shown. Your sin. And the whole world is starting to realize who the devil is, that old serpent that we brought in Revelation, that dragon. People are really realizing you the problem on the earth. Even it's even brought out how AI technology, if AI technology was to begin to rule, it will eventually come to the conclusion that so-called white people are the problem. Right? And they show you that in Terminator, Skynet. They said to prevent further chaos, we have to destroy humanity. Skynet was the AI algorithm. It came to the conclusion that humanity is fucking
I
everything
just
up.
watched something with the same story.
So the AI will eventually come and be like, it's man that's doing this shit. It's the white man.
You remember the AI bot killed this over it was working, right? Yeah, that's basically what he was playing on.
But the one y'all about smell show, we ain't gonna get too far
Yeah,
into
we
this
get-
weird old technocracy.
God, that's why the Lord say what shall say about a remnant, or this place would have been like Sodom and Gomorrah. Like I said, it would have been, like I said, just abomination. You know, humans sleeping with robots and all that shit. It's not gonna get to that. I mean, that's what the Lord. I mean, that's what the Lord set up boundaries for this devil, man. You know, so he can't go come past where he's at. Like I said, because like I said, think about it. Like I said, we already know that. Like I said, we went to another planet. You know, talking about going to the moon and all that. Come on, man, you did that 50 years ago. Come on, why can't we do that now? Come on, man. You remember me in some of these videos like the movie iRobot, right? Said what the year I don't forget what it was, 2013 or 2023. You mean, yeah, flying ships and all that. Robots would be nothing more. Come on, that's all lie. That's what Esau wants. You know, he wants an enterprise. That's why Scripture says what this enterprise shall fail, man. The NWO is gonna fail.
Yeah, I think it was 2023.
It was. Around there, but that's
That's his wet dream. Even in the Jetsons, going all the way back, they was nigga Jetson would get in the spaceship. Travel in space. Nigga been looking, nigga. You ain't getting to that point. All right? That's not your glory. That's not for you.
A lot of stuff was in the Jetsons. It is here though. You got FaceTime. Remember?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I won't say he got flying cars, but it's I don't know how he does it, man. But we don't know what this devil got. But but basically, what I'm trying to say, like I said, it's not. It's not here for the average common folk. That's what it is. For the average people.
Yeah, he not gonna be living in space. He not gonna. There's a certain bounds he can get into. His wet dream is to take his wickedness to other planets, other galaxies, other realms.
Right now.
After he done fucked up the whole earth.
Right now, all he could do is go into the ground and back into the clefts of the rocks. That's what he's doing with all these bunkers and shit.
They believe 70 years from right now that they'll be immortal. I was watching a documentary.
That's the 2030 agenda. That's what it's all about. Transform, because what they want to do, where it goes into it goes into transhumanism. Taking the subconsciousness. That's what the whole Quran is about. They'll be able to take the subconscious and keep moving themselves from one vessel to another. That's what they plan to do. That's how they think they're going to achieve immortality. Through their technocracy.
Without without reprocreating, so to speak. Let's say going against another thing. Going against the Most High, what he was designed to do.
Yep, transhumanism. But that's how we almost out of it.
That's right.
Because they're not going to achieve that. And they said they want the people chipped by 2025.
They actually made a sale forgot how they did it, but they made a cell that didn't require a female. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen that.
I see, I
When
see.
did it split?
They either made it out of some type of plant matter or something,
Yeah.
but they made it that a female is not required.
Yeah, I think I seen that.
That's gross.
It's getting freaky deaky.
Mm-hmm.
So we need the Lord, but we close brothers. We close brothers. We ain't gonna be here that much longer. Like I said, I just let. I pray we not past. I pray we not here past 2025. Just let Trump get in there one more time, do what he gotta do, bring them guillotines. You know.
Yeah, that's my
Your
president.
man, he trying to get another run.
Yeah,
Crazy Joe.
That's what I like.
He's done.
Yeah, he might not even be here.
That's my president, Trump. Man, I tell you, man, he gonna get it done. Lord will.
Yeah, he might be out of here. That might be a hologram.
AI
right?
technology.
Oh yeah, you seen like you said, you know what I mean? You know what I
See
mean? The
what they
face
doing
mask,
with the
man.
AI with the rap music, so you know they got Biggie rapping Mob Deep joint. So you know they could do his voice like that.
Yeah. That's what I said, man. That I said you don't even know what's real anymore when we watch social media, man. For real, that's scary. Yeah,
Habakkuk 2 and verse 15 says, "Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness."
And that's what he did to us. Right? He calls us to go off. He sneaks pork casing on the sausage, chicken sausage. Right? Put pork in marshmallows, put pork in your toothpaste. That's a concubine.
Yeah.
You can have all. She went straight BBC. Straight. No filter. No news. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, but he calls you to drink of his sin.
Yeah.
Cause he knows he's wicked, but he wants everybody else to be in the same predicament he is. I can't get the inheritance. Nobody can.
Right.
So he built a society where people are liable to go off.
Yep.
Right. That's why you look at the drug trade. Where they showed you in the show with the show that everybody loves, Snowfall,
Right.
which this show you Jake has a low mindset. They're disappointed at what's his name? Saints, his ending, because they glorify that lifestyle.
Yep.
But nigga, that's the reality. Either jail, dead, or fucked up. But you had Jake literally like,
Yeah, you know, Jake don't realize the show. Jake don't realize how real that is though, because that happened to a lot of these winos and fiends you see out here. Back in the day, they was the men, you know, and they fell.
But going back to that point, who calls you to drink of that cup? Who financed the drug trade? You know, who's the main culprit behind the whole thing? He was working with what? The CIA.
Mm-hmm.
Calls you to drink of that cup, calls you to go on. Here it is, you glorifying, Jake glorifying niggas that literally will kill you in real life. This nigga will murder you in cold blood. He don't give a fuck. Saint don't give a fuck about you. That type of nigga don't give a fuck about you. He poisoned his own people.
Yep. Yep.
Got them turned out.
Mm-hmm.
But you glorifying a nigga that will literally kill you in real life. That shows you how people have a low mindset. That black culture did number on our people. They glorify that lifestyle. That's why they love that rap music so much. They glorify that lifestyle. But it puts you in a low mind frame, man. You gotta come up out of this shit. Put off this old bullshit that is not benefiting you in no way, shape, or form. It's the most destructive thing that has happened to our people. It's destroyed our women. It's destroyed our men. All they care about is the shade room and the gossip that's on there. They are destroyed people. Loving hip hop, basketball was all this goofy ass shit. Go ahead, man.
It says, verse 16, "Thou art filled with the shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered."
And that's what you're seeing. The truth is uncovering this nigga. And now we know exactly who you are. You are Esau. You're not white. You're not the Jews. Because in the world, we was okay with him calling himself the Jews. Right? We didn't know. He wasn't giving a mind. We was trying to get $1, trying to lay up with something, hanging out with the boys. Jews, we don't give a fuck about them. They do what they do. But the truth revealed to us, oh no, there's a certain power structure of the earth, and right now the wrong nigga is in power. And not only that, we're the true inheritors of the earth. So, oh hell no, nigga, we definitely gotta expose you. You just split power, y'all about because you the devil that the Bible speaks of, and you're not gonna tell us nothing different. Because thus saith the Lord.
And he's definitely getting exposed. That's why he hurt now. He hurting, man. You know, like I said, even even 2/3, some of the world starting to realize, wow, man. Like I said, these Jews do rule the world. You know, they even say some of their cartoons, you know, like South Park. And, yeah, Jewish, Jewish to pertain to whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I said, even got TV shows, you know, like South Park and, you know, some of these other, you know, TV shows, and they say, those aren't the real Jews. You know, I mean, you're the real Jew, you know?
Yeah, they mark us on television. I remember in the New Roots, not the old one, I love the old one. I watched every single one. I'm talking about from Kunta getting sold on the ship all the way to Kunta's great-great-great-grandson when he in the military. That shit, I love that. Yeah, they did a whole bunch of them shits. But the revised one,
They got T.I. in it, right?
the new one,
Yeah.
I think T.I. is in it, but the new one they had did, 2 times they reference us being the Israelites. When the overseer came on the plantation, he said,
Oh, you got every nigga up here set the lost tribes in Israel.
that's what he said.
You got every nigga up here set the lost tribes in Israel.
So they throw it in your face. They tell you every minute who you are. But we don't need them to tell us that. The Spirit has revealed it unto us.
That's right.
Just like we don't need y'all to open up our book, because this is our book. This is our heritage. These scrolls are passed down from our forefathers. We don't need y'all to open up our book and tell us the breakdowns. Because y'all wasn't going into Obadiah before us. Y'all wasn't going into the book of Nahum, Habakkuk. Never heard y'all mention Esau one day in the Christian church until the prophets came out. And y'all had a problem with it. Y'all never even mentioned Moab. Y'all never even mentioned the tribes
None
of
of the
Jacob.
nations, yeah.
Y'all never mentioned none of the nationalities, man. Now y'all the expert on who Jacob and Esau is. Miss me with that shit, man. You brought, shame has been brought upon you now. And now you have to answer for your deeds. That's all it is. You know if we're right, you're fucked. That's why. That's why you combating what we're saying. Because if we're right, there's nothing you can do to stop what's coming. Hey, the brother's been sharing that video of the angels. Said the dude said the angels came out looking like African American men.
6'5".
They was at least 6'5". They look scary as fuck. They look like they never been conquered. They had some big ass weapons. Yeah. That's you done. Can you imagine the amount of and there's no telling what they're seeing on the NASA, Space Force. No telling what they're seeing and keeping back from the people.
Yeah.
They're probably seeing all type of
kind of stuff.
shit. That's keeping them up at night.
Wait for that moment.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being an Edomite and you seeing dark-skinned men coming out of chariots? Machines that you can't even define? That defy the laws of gravity in this realm that they can travel between realms?
Walking with Excalibur.
Yeah.
That'll put that'll make you piss on yourself. Shit on yourself. Your bowels are filled. If I'm an Edomite and I'm seeing that, I'm like, we're fucked. Well, if they ever decide to come, they definitely ain't coming for us. You know? But see, we know whose side they're on because we see them all the time, bro.
Y'all depicted us as Marvin the Martian. Nah.
Right.
Much bigger than that. Much bigger than that. Scripture said the angel threw Jacob's thigh to place.
Yeah.
And Jacob was not no small man, brothers. I'll tell you right now, Jacob had to been at least 6'6". Probably pushing 230, 250 solid muscle. Non-GMO grains, fruits, veggies.
Yeah,
Bringing it to the angels.
Yeah. Yep. It's a day wrestle.
You know what I'm saying? What
So-
he took? Oh, you know what I'm saying? What he took 2 grown men that carried his weight. I said, dang.
So, you know, they was some big men back then. The scriptures tell you, consider how less stature we are in these days.
Yeah,
So
that's
Jacob wasn't no small man.
Right.
He was a big dude. And the angel put that work on.
That's right.
So that show you the type of power you coming up against. Bro, one angel can wipe the earth out.
Yeah, sure.
That's the power we do.
Yeah.
But the Lord wants to bring the posse. The Lord wants to have the whole crew.
Yeah.
He want to have the angels and his brothers.
He wanna have fun.
You get some over there. You get some over there. One of you should put 100 to flight. Right? That's the fun in it. Because what's the fun of this one Look, what's that saying? It ain't funny. The homies
Oh,
can't have it.
yeah,
What's the point if just one brother just killing everything?
They had the Oprah spirit. You get to eat them.
You get it.
You get to eat them.
Yeah.
You get to eat them. Everybody gets to eat them.
You gonna look up in the sky seeing bros flying.
Yep.
Oh shit! Brothers throwing shit.
Get your ass back.
You gonna be too many things at one time. That's
It's gonna be going down. It's gonna be going down.
You see that one Edomite flying over somebody?
It's like what I say when Hancock through the
Just imagine if you see that. Like,
Matter of
what?
fact, brother, give me that in Isaiah. They should mount up with wings and eagles. Give me that real quick. Because that's when hunting season comes into effect. Right?
Come.
Yeah.
That's funny. I always said, oh,
What chapter is it?
40.
40. Get that real quick.
This is Isaiah 40, and I started at 29, and it says, He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, He increased strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as an eagle. They shall run and not be weary.
So you're going to have the power of Flash.
Yep.
You're going to have the power of Superman. And we ain't going to have no kryptonite.
Yeah.
Here it is, Batman got some
You know?
kryptonite kicking Superman ass.
Right.
Hey, because Superman's name was what? Kal-El. In the Hebrew, all power.
All power, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, all power.
Call Allah.
Yeah, come.
That's what it is in Hebrew, called all power, right?
Yep.
So he represents Jacob. But see, our kryptonite. Oh, you know what our kryptonite was? Sin.
Yeah, come.
That was what our kryptonite was. Sin. That's how Esau was able to get us to go there. Sin. But see, now that we realize, oh shit, we got to stay away from that kryptonite, right? He can't beat us because when Superman, the further he gets away from the kryptonite, the stronger he gets, and he start kicking your ass again.
Yep.
That's us.
Yep.
We're moving away from sin, and we're getting stronger and stronger.
Yep.
And we kicking your ass through the spirit and power of Yahweh shot. And there ain't nothing you can do about it because we breaking down the strongholds.
Yep. That's what.
And as the strongholds are falling down, your image is falling down. Your image is crumbling. That image of a so-called good guy, that Jesus bullshit, Christianity, your monetary system, your military system, all of it's crumbling because the spirit is breaking down all your strongholds. The locks that you held in the minds of us, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And it reads,
and that's your kryptonite, Esau.
Yeah.
The spirit.
Yeah.
Because that ain't your inheritance. You're a carnal motherfucker. You wasn't gifted the spirit. You don't have the oil. You don't have the wine.
Yep.
Your gift was the sword. That's your dominion, the sword. But see, when you step into our domain, the spiritual side, you lose every time. And that's why these so-called theologians having headaches.
Yeah, come.
Because they can't compete with us in there. It's like Ryan Garcia in there with Tank.
Yep.
We hit you with liver shots, and you're like, oh, fuck, what did I just get into? Right? You down and out.
Yep.
Because it's the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, they shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. That was it.
They shall run and not faint. That's spiritual power, man. Brother, where we at?
Habakkuk 2 and verse, I'll start at 16 again. It says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. It says, verse 17, for the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts which made them afraid because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city of all that dwell therein.
Now go over to Obadiah. Because this is when and for you Edomites are saying Obadiah, the book of Obadiah already happened. You gotta show me, I did a video a while back.
Yeah.
You gotta show me the when, where, how, why, right? Why did it happen? When did it happen?
Yep.
Where did it happen? How did it happen? If you can't show me that, then you pulling shit out your ass.
Yep.
Edomites have done away with.
Right.
When, where, how, and
Yeah.
how.
Yeah.
When, where, how, and why.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. We need the receipts, as
We
the
need the
elders would say.
receipts. Because when it comes to us, they want us to pull every fucking proof, every evidence.
No, I want you to show me exactly how every tribe fits. I don't just want to hear the breakdown of Genesis.
Yeah.
We gotta prove every single. But when it comes to them, they just pull shit out their ass.
Right. Right.
We're the Jews. No, we're the Jews. But when we bring out the curses that we fit,
Oh, nah.
but you ain't bring shit. Go ahead, bro. Yeah.
The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God, concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou dwellest in the clefts of the rocks.
Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rocks, he has that high mindset. That's why you look at this society, skyscrapers, high condos, the 100th floor. Then when the shit on fire, you gotta jump out that motherfucker and get out. What sense does that fucking make?
That's why I set laws on things of that nature, you know? And the Lord told us don't build anything with 3 stories, you know? It's for that purpose, for safety purposes, you know? And the Lord covers all bases, you know?
Yeah, do you need more than 3 stories? Like, really, think about it. Do you really, and even in a business, do you really need more than 3 stories? Nigga got 100 floors, man. Why? Then it just go up. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead,
It says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
and we trust and believe in that. Right? We ain't dependent upon any black movement, any Islamic movement, any Black Panther movement. We understand it wasn't going to happen that way. The Lord is strategically pulling this man down piece by piece. And he's allowing us to see it. All right? It looks like Esau's using gradualism to bring his beast system, but really it's the Lord gradually pulling his ass down, stripping him bare piece by piece, ripping his sleeves off, right?
Ripping the tie off. Give me this shit.
Take this suit off, nigga. See the filth, see the caveman, and see that hairy chest.
Remember when Thor's daddy ripping the shit off her and shit. Shit just coming off of you're not worthy.
You're being seen for who you are. You can't run no more, Cain. Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 5, if these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy.
Yeah, everything that he hid is being sought up. We know how wicked Hollywood is, these industries, music industries, and we thought these were righteous corporations. We thought these was upstanding guys. We realized all these niggas are in filth. Everything that he's built, we realize it's a fucking lie. Even this guy Tucker Carlson that they got on Fox News, they fired from Fox News. What happened? He met the elders in New York, and I remember when that actually had happened. But he met the elders in New York, and then after that, he never was the same. He started reporting totally different. Glenn Beck also. Glenn Beck started, because they realized the lies. Even Edomites are like, yo, some Edomites are like, yo, this shit is too demonic. You know it's bad when Edomites are saying, yo, this shit, all right, nigga. This is just too goddamn.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
That's what Glenn Beck said. What's going on here?
Because he was bringing about the Native American history, about the similarities that they have to the Israelites. Right?
That's funny.
He got fired right after that.
When Edomite gets fired from that type of issue, you know there's something wrong. You know, especially these hierarchy news website where everybody's watching on a daily basis. Yeah, they go to show you that's something up.
Yep. It's hidden things are sought up. Go ahead, brothers.
It says, Verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroys the wise man out of Edom, and the understanding out of the mount of Esau? Verse 9, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of Mount Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Yeah, because in that day, especially when them nukes about to be shut off, they're going to have just that dry, amazed look, like what the fuck is going on? A state of confusion. Like, is this really happening? Or are we really about to die from nuclear missiles? Right? It's going to be a horrible, horrible feeling.
Teaming is the Germans, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Wise. Because that's where the creation of the nukes came from.
Yeah. That's Wonder Woman.
Gas
The
chamber.
movie and Wonder Woman and shit.
It says, verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Not to mention them seeing the chariots, right? Seeing the fallen ship. They're going to have an amazed look and a very fearful look. And they're going to be afraid. Well, that's why they're going to run to the bunkers. Because they're going to know what time it is, right? But the scriptures even tell you, we're going to get you out of the bunkers. That's going to be fun. Dragging your ass up out of them bunkers, man. And they got underground cities. These ain't no fucking little hut bunkers, man. These are like towns underground.
Yeah, they've been there for decades.
They've been shipping cattle down there for decades, land, growing goddamn artificial soil and shit. They got all type of shit down there, man. Labor force.
Boy.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, in that day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and the foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, and the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Verse 13, thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Verse 14, neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. Verse 15, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done. It shall be done unto thee, that reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have...
So let's go into the history. Like the Babylonians, you know, when they sacked the temple, you know, and Esau, instead of Esau coming to our aid, what did they do? They praised him. Praised him. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
That's the cup. The scripture said the cup shall be passed unto you. The cup that you have given people to drink, it should be given unto you. Which is just, which goes back to the Lord's original law. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You know? He does everything according to his law. Everybody don't see him as just, but that's another balance. You know, everybody, you have believers, you have unbelievers. You have those that agree, you have those that disagree. Right? Go ahead.
It says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame.
What's their possessions? Their land, their cattle, their heritage. Right? Everything that was stolen from them. Right? not black culture. We ain't taking BET. We ain't taking BET, uncut, honey tip drill video, right? Oh, we taking the righteous ways of Yahweh, the righteous ways of the Lord. A kingdom of order, a kingdom of structure, a kingdom of righteous morals, standards. You know? Go ahead, brother.
It says, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushai have spoken it. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south. And the Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's, Yahweh by Shem Yahushua.
Who's those saviors? The elect. Now, you know, we was down there a couple months ago, and I was telling the guy, there's more than one savior. Right? You have the ultimate savior, which is our Lord, and you have the elect brothers, which are like the saviors too. Because they're like deliverers in a way, you know? You got a question, brother? Or just listen? Because I asked, we about to wrap it up. That's all I just want to make sure.
Man, that's the Seven Nation Army.
Yeah, you know, NATO. Yeah.
And that's like Lucille Ball riding that thing, man.
Crazy. Yeah, but if you ain't got a question, we will go and wrap it up. We've been having.
I had a vision of God the other day, and he had 1,000-gram plate on his chest, and he had a bracelet on his wrist that was worth more than all the weight of the gold in the world. And I've seen that image before because I used to follow the Black Israelites in Los Angeles, but I never thought about it. And then I had the vision yesterday, and like they don't have nothing on God, like nothing. Like this is all illusion. I can see through all their disguises. They're walking serpents. Like,
That's right.
More than that, like it's so deep and complex, and they're seizing people's lives. They're seizuring people's lives. Like they're using us like we're cars.
That's right.
They're repossessing our cars.
They call us cattle.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah.
And like this land is not supposed to be this way. Like it's supposed to be for sleepwalkers and everything, but it's not supposed to be for them to take advantage of all these people while they're asleep.
That's right.
Like these are people they're alive, but they're not alive.
That's right. Walking dead. Hey, you're right, brothers. You're right. You're right.
I called, like today, I called for the Lord, and I called for some type of help because they're everywhere and I can see them. Like, and like I'm connecting to something deeper, and they've been trying to destroy me. I don't know how you guys are here, but like you guys are everything I prayed for like the last like 72 hours. Like I thought I was surrounded, and I thought that I was in hell in this place. Because like I feel like I'm the kid with the sixth sense. Like I can see him. Some people are not alive.
Wicked world, but you know, as individuals like that want to go down that right path, and that keeps that balance. You know, that keeps that righteous balance. You know, but hey man, you know, keep on that right path and continue to work out your, you know, with your beliefs. Don't let this world break you down to a point you want to give up or want to become like them, you know, because that's what the enemy wants. He wants to tear you down to the point you become like everybody else.
72 hours ago, I realized their plots and their schemes, and how like the most simple thing traps and ensnares our people. So like I've been documenting for the last 3 days everything that they do to deceive us. Every little thing, things that people wouldn't even think of or understand. So I'm completely have walked away from this. This place isn't even America. It's not called America. It's a stolen land. Is there anywhere that I can be able to hear you all and study with you all?
Well, we come out here, Lord willing, every Saturday, but we're on YouTube also. Brother, give him a post to all. Give him a post.
Transit 3.
Then we'll close out. Go ahead and give him that. Yeah, I'm going to close out.
Or do you guys have any literature, any paperwork?
No, we don't. We don't
my
have.
cell phone that's not connected. This is just mine.
Oh,
But if you guys are out here every Saturday, I live down the street.
okay.
Yeah.
Apple Notes.
Yeah.
Type in
And this is YouTube. It's all one word, okay?
All right.
Elders in Transit, and then the number 3, put it all together.
Gotcha. Okay. And right here every Saturday?
Yeah, we try to be here every Saturday. You know, so if you ever want to listen to me, we out here.
I'll be out here every Saturday if y'all out here. There ain't nothing else for me. There ain't no other church for me to go to. There ain't no proper service. They even took our places of worship.
No building something made with hands. Hey, but look, oddly enough, it's funny because that we was talking about earlier too. That video of the demon, that was falling behind that guy who was about to do wickedness. These spirits are ramping up in these last days. It's all kind of evil spirits.
So yeah, man, we be out here every Saturday. You catch us again, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? We can go ahead and close up. All right, brothers. We hope this was edifying. We can go and close up. We want to give all praise and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
The bonus Elder Apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to all collect. Want to send the Wall Flubber Ball.
Wall Flubber Ball.
Shalom.
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 I appreciate y'all, man. God
All right,
bless.
bro. Have a good night.
Y'all stay safe out here, man.
For sure. You too.